It seems like a distance measuring tool of some kind.
There it is.
There's almost these notches embedded in it as though to measure units of distance. Interesting design.
I feel like this is going to be one of those Boulder Gate encounters where, like, it's going to be an eternity before it's your turn again.
Oh, yeah, but that's like, you're like reading a book, you know, you have a conversation with like a loved one, settle a doctor's appointment, then it comes back and you're like, oh, what was I going to do? I should have looked at my actions before it came all the way back around to me.
I should have written myself a note.
Yeah, right. I had a great plan when my turn ended 45 minutes ago.
The depraved juggernauts go first with initiative 22, then Draco, then Helia. Aaron and Elle, since y'all had the same initiative, I will actually let you guys decide who goes first. I'm going to do this a little differently than I normally do. And even plan possibly a joint encounter where one of you does things in like with the other if you guys wish. Otherwise, you just decide who goes first.
Tag team.
Quad.
Shadow Horror. Then the Shadow Horror goes after you two. Then Wandy. Then the depraved ones, the little guys. And then Ulrich. All right.
I'm frantically looking through my spells to see what I can do.
Alrighty. So first, the depraved juggernauts. How many of them do I have on there? I have 4 of them, I think. Yeah. So they're all gonna go first because they're just fun guys, you know. This guy is
little guys
just gonna run straight up to Draco. Oh no! I forgot. Bestest boy.
That's a big dude. Also, I'm really excited about the potential.
Yeah, where's Brutus?
I don't know if I have a token, so we're just gonna use this little blue dragon token.
Yay!
So
Except he's wearing a costume.
There's Brutus. Brutus will go on the same turn. So I'm gonna do all their movement first. Gonna run up here, and then here, and then here.
It seems they have us surrounded.
We're surrounded by targets.
So
well, I'm surrounded by a dead man.
They're all going to use their multi-attacks, and they each get 2 attacks. First one's going to come at first big guy is going to come at Draco. That is a 22 to hit.
That'll hit.
Okay, that is going to be D12 and a D6. Oh, that is 18 plus 4. That is 22 damage, bludgeoning.
Yikes.
They rolled max damage on the first attack.
22 damage.
Second attack is going to be an 11 to hit. I know that doesn't hit.
No, try again. Yeah, the first hit, I look back with a smile, turn back, just get decked in the face, and there's just blood pouring out of the side of my mouth.
Oh, they're hitting you with big, like spiked clubs.
Oh, great. Yeah, so there's just like a gash, I think, in my shoulder after that. I'm like, just take it out.
All right, the next one's going to go for Brutus for his first attack. That is a 17 to hit. You should have Brutus on your character sheet.
Let me see. My little boy.
I think I added him.
That's high. So you said 17, that ties, and I think that hits, right?
Yep. Tie goes to whoever hits. Beats it. Okay, so that is going to be... Oh! Only 7 bludgeoning because they rolled min damage that time.
That's what I'm talking about, baby.
Then his second attack, he's going to smack Brutus, and he's going to turn and just spring his club down to Aaron.
No.
That is going to miss, I believe. That is a 15.
Yeah, that misses.
It worked. He said no, and it worked.
The next one is going to go for L twice.
As it is written.
That is, I'm imagining a 25 hits.
I'm going to use my warding flare, so you see a bright light flash out from Helia towards the creature attacking L, and I'm going to impose disadvantage on the attack roll. So,
and with that, it's and with that disadvantage, it is lowered from a 25 to a 13, so that misses.
Misses, yeah.
So
let's go.
Next
I have a lot of fuck you, Cole actions.
Yeah, I figured you would. Next one is going to be a 16 to hit.
It hits.
Okay. Okay, that is 10 plus 11 plus... That is going to be 16 bludgeoning.
Okay.
The next one, after Helia goes, "Phew, Morning Flare," you're going to look up and see the other one, and he raises up his stick, and you actually see him start muttering something, and instead of multi-attack, he's going to do one attack, and his, let's call it a club, gets swirled with shadow magic.
Pretty rude.
I'm pretty sure a
honestly.
27 hits.
Hits whom?
You, Helia.
Oh, they have disadvantage on their attack roll
Oh.
against me because I have a cloak of displacement.
Well, that is a 19 then.
Okay, that still hits. Barely, but better.
It's just a big enough club that they can swing it in the general vicinity. Hey, I'm
this
pretty sure
one
there's a moth around here somewhere.
Like, instead of like the normal like fuzzy displacement, it's just like moth kind of flickering back and forth.
It's like a moth in low light, you know?
Yeah.
Where you're like, stop, where are you?
So that's a 17 bludgeoning, and I need you to actually give me a wisdom saving throw with that.
Well, now hang on.
That's a 19 plus a lot. 29.
That passes. For a moment after this club hits you, you feel your eyesight completely go away for a moment. And then it returns very quickly, and you see these, in the corner of your eye, you see these like tentacles kind of move away. And that is the big boy's turn. So now it is Draco.
Sweet. Okay, I'm going to cast at 4th level on myself Armor of Agathis, which is going to give me bonus 15 hit points. It's also going to deal 15 damage to anybody that melee attacks me. It'd be 15 cold damage. And that lasts for... I think it just lasts until I have those hit points gone.
Yep.
So, I will, as a bonus action... Let's see, what was my bonus action? Hang on, momentarily. Okay, I'm going to use my bonus action, Gift of the Chromatic Dragon. I'm going to infuse my halberd with cold damage as well. So I think what you see visually is just Draco gets sort of hit and then just looks back up, and it's like a permafrost has just appeared over every part of him. These leaves are sort of like orange but crusted with ice, and his halberd the same. But that'll take up my attack economy, so then my boy is going to do some fun stuff. I think he's going to, when I say he, I mean Brutus, is going to try and shoot... I'd love for him to kind of fly over. I'm going to ping an area.
You can go... I didn't give you control. I'm going to give you control. Hold on.
Okay, great.
Controlled by... Christian. There you go.
Amazing. I would love for... Come here. No, come here. It won't let me move them. Come on, buddy. I need the hand. Hold on. All right, I got it.
Yeah.
Nope.
You should best be able to click the select one.
Yeah, will me.
It says he's controlled by you now, so... Where do you want to move him to? I'll move him this way.
I just wanted to move
I
him.
was gonna say, it's not the hand, it's the little arrow.
Yeah.
Pointer.
I switched back to the arrow, and it just is like wanting to... But I just wanted him to be here, and I wanted him to try and use his breath weapon along this line here.
Okay. And since the reach of these big boys is 10 feet, he does not provoke an opportunity attack.
Incredible. I love that tremendously.
And
so they need a dexterity saving throw is all they need to do first of all.
And you're just doing your breath weapon in a line with these three?
Yeah, it's just a lightning line right down the bowling pins.
That is a 15-foot line, correct?
40-foot line,
30,
5-foot wide. So as long as they're in that line, they're getting smacked. But it just doesn't have any
Okay,
width.
so it hits all three of those guys. Cool. Okay. So dex save for the first biggin. That is a 18.
Okay, that passes.
Second one is a 12.
That ties, so I guess I'll leave that up to you.
Tie goes to... so if you're making a saving throw, if you roll to meet the save, you beat it. And if you're rolling to hit somebody, if you beat it, you beat it. Meets it, beats it. So whoever the person rolling to meet a number... So
yes. So they pass.
Yeah, and then the last guy got a 2, so he doesn't pass.
Okay, so the first two are going to take 10 damage, and then that last guy's going to take 20 damage, and that's lightning damage.
Nice. So 10 damage for those two.
Yeah, I think that's pretty casual. I think yeah, as I'm like, the frost is appearing, I think Draco just sort of like points at him, and he's like, light him up, Brutus. And Brutus is just like lighting him up, you know.
Okay. And you did 20 damage to one of them. That one is looking pretty damn hurt, honestly, already. Of the little guys.
Now, I should say as well, I think when he takes off, I'd like for him to be at least like 20 feet in the air for at least as long as he can be, to try and keep him out of
if he does fly that high in the air, because if he flies 20 feet up, that will provoke an opportunity attack because he's going out of their reach.
Okay, I'll take that opportunity attack if it means he gets to escape their reach. Now, I say that, and he's going to die right here, and this will be the most traumatic moment of this campaign for me.
That is only a 15 to hit.
Okay, that misses. Great.
Metallic dragons have much higher AC than chromatic.
But I love, baby. Come on, do this.
All right, is that his turn?
Yeah, that's both of our turns.
Helia.
All right. First of all, I am going to take hold of an amulet that Cedrus gave me and kind of clutch it. My eyes are going to turn from black to bright white, and I'm going to channel Divinity Radiance of the Dawn. So, any hostile creature within 30 feet of me... Actually, first question. Do these things appear to have eyeballs? I know the big one does, but that's far away. Okay. All right. Each hostile creature within 30 feet of me that doesn't have total cover must make a con saving throw.
Okay.
That's...
I got it.
Okay.
Oh, that's a lot of them.
Yeah.
Oh, man, that's what I'm talking about.
Wait, hold on, let me redo that real quick. 30. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of the little guys and all the big guys. Okay. Con saves, you said?
Yes. DC 18.
3 of the big guys
nice.
passed and 1 of them fails. For the little guys, fail, pass, fail. 4 fails, 2 passes.
Okay, that's going to be 2d10 plus 13 radiant damage. Ooh, fiery. I rolled not great, but that's 20 radiant damage to fail, 10 to saves.
So one of these guys is now dead because the one that Brutus hit with his lightning bolt failed.
So
That's
just
what I'm
like
talking
an arc
Wild
of fire.
teamwork right there.
Just essentially like an arc
do
of
that
like
in the
sun flare burns out from Helia herself.
And 10 for the rest.
10 for the rest. You guys unharmed, but the rest kind of getting smashed. I'm gonna use my Amulet of the Devout, so I don't have to use a Channel Divinity. And then my Cloak of Displacement reactivates. And then bonus action, what was it? So many spells. I am going to reach over to Aaron and whatever weapon you are going to that you are drawing for combat. I'm going to lightly kind of touch that, and just an arc of like sunlight is going to imbue it, and I'm going to cast Holy Weapon.
Oh, what does that do?
So, until the spell ends, weapon emits bright light in a 30-foot radius, dim light for an additional 30 feet. Weapon attacks made with it deal an extra 2d8 radiant damage on a hit.
Nice.
As a bonus action on your turn, you can dismiss I can dismiss this if we want to as a last resort, and cause the weapon to emit a burst of radiance. Each creature of your choice can make 30 within 30 feet of the weapon must make a con saving throw, take 48 radiant damage, and be blinded. It dispels the spell, but it's a arcane magic fire burst.
It's almost like a burst of some kind of light arrows, one would say.
I'll put it in the Discord.
Is that a thing? I don't know.
The running joke of this campaign. So, okay, is that your turn, Helia?
Yes.
Before Aaron and Elle, you see the Shadow Horror glow, and it's going to use one of its legendary actions. Everyone except Wendy, because you're out of range, I need you to give me con saving throws as 5 of its tentacles go into the ground.
Gross.
Tentacles.
Rude.
Tentacles. Well, that's not amazing.
How y'all doing over there? You're doing great.
Guys, it's been real. It's been awesome. Honestly, it's been a great ride. I've loved you guys so much. I feel like we grew so much as a team in this moment. That's a 9.
Oh, let's start 9 for Draco. Okay. Helia.
15.
Okay, Aaron.
I don't like the way you're talking, so I'm going to use Indomitable.
Nope.
No, 14.
Okay, Elle.
21.
Okay.
Wait.
Ulrich.
Hold on. I forgot I was lucky.
Okay, reroll.
Wait, did I take lucky?
Ulrich, what was yours?
As well. I did take lucky as well. I'm gonna redo it as well.
It was an 11.
It didn't help me out that much.
I'll just roll it.
It was a concept.
Con save. Ulrich, sorry.
It was
Actually,
a
it's 20
16
critical,
instead.
I have a cloak of protection.
Okay.
Oops, wrong buttons.
What was your new one, Draco?
I'm glad I used that luck point because now I have an 11.
Oh my god.
It's okay.
Yeah, I feel
We
that.
all make mistakes.
Here we are.
Everyone, roll. Really?
Bad start.
The paladins are in bad shape.
Yeah, that's not going to do it. I rolled a 5.
So,
Oh,
I was not expecting that many of you to fail because the DC was only 15. So Helia
That's six.
and Elle, you have this tentacle just go, and it's sharp like a spike, go past your faces. You don't take any damage. Aaron, funny enough, the 2 paladins and the fighter failed their con saves, and they get hit in different parts of the body, impaled, and you feel a surge of darkness flooding through your body.
No, I don't like
to
it.
be fair, you keep saying the paladin, the fighter. I have an 18 in Constitution.
That's fair.
I just rolled really bad.
So,
A higher constitution than I do.
I'm gonna roll your...
You like
Clerics.
icon, and me too.
Clerics. I need to have icon. That's my second highest stat.
I'm gonna roll this 8d6 damage.
I built a bit of a glass cannon if you guys haven't put that together yet.
No.
I accidentally rolled a con save again.
That's gonna be 26 necrotic damage. And
Wait,
you are
how
now...
much?
26.
Okay, very cool.
And you are now cursed, and every round of combat, your movement speed is halved, and you take an extra 2d6 of necrotic damage every turn that this curse is active. It can be dispelled by remove curse, or you can attempt the saving throw at the end of your next turn.
Now, here's a question. These tentacles that are impaling me, are they technically connected to this large creature?
Give me a perception check.
I'm about to find out. That's gonna fail, absolutely. Because that's a 3 on the dice. But
can't-
I'm asking because if they are, which Draco has no idea, but if they are, they will take that cold damage from the armor of Agathis. Because because that absolutely blows through all my temporary hit points really quick. So like the permafrost just goes away as this tentacle just spears me through the armor.
Okay. You see the frost hit the tentacle, and then all of the tentacles just recede back into the ground, and the creature raises its limbs back up. And that's one of its legendary actions.
Okay.
And next,
I'll open that legendary action.
so Aaron or Elle, who's going first?
You can go if you have something.
Well, I have two options. I could either buff you, and then you go, or I had this one thought. Hold on, let me see the map here. I could Misty Step and then cast a lightning bolt on a bunch of these big. What are they called?
Those are the depraved juggernauts.
And actually, because it's a 7th level slot, a spell slot, I think it would hit the big bad boy as well.
Okay. You can totally do that.
Yeah, I should
What do
be
you think,
fine.
Aaron?
I should be fine on my
You have
turn.
the Helia thing.
Yeah, I think I'll be fine on my turn. I've already got some natural buffs.
You are literally
I'm
one.
I'm gonna engage in
bad
crowd
roll.
control. Which it sounds like you might be doing as well. So I'd say if you want to go for it, I'll clean up after you.
Okay, let's try that. So I'm going to Misty Step. Cole, if you can help me with placing it out on the map. So
You should have
Misty
control
Step-
of it now.
Yeah, let me take a look here.
You
So
should-
Misty Step takes me 30 feet to any space. So I would guess I can go. Can I move my thing? How do I move this? Sorry.
So the little point on the left screen, if you look up to the top where there's a pointer, it's
yep.
select. Click that, and then
Okay.
click on your mini.
it's,
You should be able to move it.
Over here, I'm just gonna measure it out so I don't fuck this up. 1 sec.
I'm not gonna mess this.
Also, while we're waiting, a special thanks to Jonathan Young for making an entire playlist of combat music for D&D campaigns and said, "Hey, anyone can use it in their actual plays."
So cool.
King.
So cool. I'm gonna die to some awesome music, and I appreciate that.
Okay, so I'm good over here with my Misty Step, and I'm going to cast Lightning Bolt, which is a 7th level spell, using my stuff of the. I
Magi.
guess it's Magi.
Magi.
Sorry, Magi. Yeah. So that's what I'm gonna do. Should I read what it does? Or
I know how. Yeah, just let me know what the dex save is.
Dex save would be 17.
Okay. Yeah, that little dude right in front of you fails horribly.
Yep.
One of the big dudes fails. Second big dude fails. Third one passes. Big old boy passes.
Listen, we lightninged that little dude to death, and I'm really proud of us for that. A little bit of fire.
I'm
whole
sorry,
lot of
that was
lightning.
that what? Yeah, and so he's dead, dead. Like he cannot.
The damage is 12d6. Should I roll?
Yeah, roll it.
Perfect.
Feel some damage.
It's a lot of damage.
36.
36.
Yep.
Ooh. And halved would be 18.
Get it.
So 18 for one of these dudes. And then 36 for. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah, and you kill you kill this big guy. He's gone.
That's what I'm talking about.
And as he dies, his body swells,
Oh no.
Oh no.
and pus starts to come out of him. And
Stop it.
you
Is
see,
it like one of those
probably,
game
you see a
ones
bunch
that,
of like,
explodes acid on you?
no! You see a bunch of like, things start crawling out of its body.
Nice.
Stop it.
Since you're right there,
Nice.
Aaron, the first thing you see is like a Brutus-sized spider crawl out of it first and just go under the water. There's a couple of like creatures you can't identify that are just a lot of eyes and limbs that shouldn't be places that they are. and then the thing's body withers away entirely and just sinks in, and you see a bunch of these creatures just vanish under the water beneath your feet.
Oogie boogie. Am I right?
It's called the Valley of Defilement. What'd you guys expect?
No, I thought the first battle it wouldn't go so hard.
Y'all are high enough level for. There's a
like
reason.
12 steps, and now I'm like blood is gushing out of my inside. It's like filled with
Do
shadow
you
and
see why I
smoke,
was
and
so
I'm like,
generous on?
alright.
Do you see how I was so generous on the stat rolls now? Also, there's a reason people don't go into the chasm
all right.
willingly.
I'm not worried about it.
Elle, I'm guessing since that's your action, bonus action, then that's your turn.
I'm all good.
Okay, Aaron.
You know what? I am gonna do as I said. I'm gonna do some crowd control. I will use my bonus. Has this guy? Oh wait, there we go. Has this guy used his reaction?
He has not.
He is not. Okay. I will use my bonus action to disengage, and I'll fly 30. I crouch down as the wings pop out of the boots, and then there's like a burst of wind as I just boom, straight up into the air. A completely original design choice. And I will, from that vantage point, take 2 attacks. First one, I will go for the one that's grabbing Wandy. Which, because of Assassinate, they have not gone in combat yet, so I have advantage.
Mm-hmm.
So that's either an 18 on the die or an 18 on the die.
Yeah, those both hit.
Well, hang on, let me say the full number just to that's a 31 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay, I just wanted the satisfaction. So that is 1d8 plus 2d6 lightning plus an additional 2d8 from holy weapon.
Mm-hmm.
And because I had advantage on the attack, that's an additional 2d6 sneak attack damage.
Yep.
I want this thing dead.
Unless you roll like all ones, this guy's dead.
Unless I roll all ones, which would be unfortunate and a little upset.
Kind of on brand for you on my channel, though.
I either immediately kill something or it just goes horribly. Okay, I gotta roll bits at a time. Okay, weapon damage.
Colin wrecked everything in front of him. Blackwood failed a lot of his spells.
Radiant damage.
What was your first character?
Koshank.
Koshank. That's right.
He didn't do too much remarkable. Oh, that was a 5. Here we go.
And then,
Okay.
And then canonically, he left the party by stealing all of Soldier and Nyx's money and just piecing out.
You did that.
I did that. I did that because I needed him to not be
Let the
present.
record show. Okay, so
I needed him to not be present.
do you need the lightning and the radiant damage separate?
No.
Gotcha. I will give you the total then. So that is 16, 19, 24, 30, 31 total points of damage to the one grabbing Wandy.
Well, if he was fully healthy, he'd still be alive. But thankfully, he's been hit, so he's dead.
Aha!
So, Wandy, you just see an arrow just into this guy, and he just... And then he just melts.
Aaron's bow has like these like glowing yellow. They look almost like they're not fully corporeal, but like as he draws the bowstring back, it like crackles with lightning, and the lightning like jumps along his fingertips, and the arrowhead glows with bright radiant light because of holy weapon.
So this little guy, when he dies, just a little like looks like muckworm crawls out of his mouth and tries to wrap onto Wandy's leg. Give me a dex save, Wandy.
$15.
You kick it and send it flying, and you realize
what I'm
that
talking about.
it had an eel-like mouth, too.
Ew.
Ah.
Gross. For my second attack, I think this big boy has taken a decent amount of damage. So I will. I'll go for him. I do not have advantage because he has gone, but I'm gonna take a risk. I'm gonna go sharpshooter and take -5 on this.
Mm-hmm.
So I only have a +8 to hit.
Only a +8.
25 total to hit.
Yeah.
So I came here to do one thing. That's kill monsters.
And I'm all out of gum.
I came here to kill monsters and break glass pots, and I'm all out of glass pots.
And I'm all out of pots.
You break one pot. You break one pot. Alright, so that's 10, 13, 15.
10 was enough.
That's another 31 points of damage.
10 was enough.
Well, still, it made me feel good to say the number.
So he's
Every
dead.
residual damage, everything inside of it takes 31 damage.
Yeah.
Explosive arrow.
But yeah, just like these two like crackling lightning explosions on those two spots. And that is my turn.
Oh, it's your turn? Okay. So it's the Shadow Horror now. And he is going to, as his action,
It was a hug.
well... Okay, you're all in radius of that, including up. You guys are on top of Helia's, right above her head, a little orb of what looks like somehow light and shadow at the same time. Sitting
Wait, is
there.
he using the spell?
Technically, no. And it's just going to shrink down, and you're going to see the light and darkness touch, and huge explosion. I need everyone to give me dex saving throws.
Also, Cole, do I make another saving throw against the curse?
Yes, do that first for me, actually.
Now,
Is
if you
that
don't
what
play
impact-
nice, if you
uh,
don't play nice,
19
You
or
pass.
20. Okay.
You are
Right.
no longer cursed and do not take that damage that I...
the curse affect this?
No.
Oh, it doesn't. Okay, great.
23 dex.
Okay, Helia.
6.
Number
Ulrich.
one. Oh, sorry.
Let's see. Dex save.
And let me try re-rolling that. I'm just going to use all my
9.
even though I didn't need it last time.
Okay, Aaron.
Dex save 22.
Okay,
Re-roll is 19.
okay. Elle.
I have 22 plus 1, so 23.
Okay. And Draco.
21.
Okay, so the DC on this was 20.
Yeah.
So
Rude.
raise your hand if you got below a 20. Sorry.
See your true colors.
Okay, so there's no debilitating effect to this. You just take half damage. And I'm going to roll this in D&D Beyond because it is just too many. It's too many numbers.
You know, you don't have to say that, right? You don't have to say it's too many numbers.
Okay, so let's get that.
If our human dies right here, right now, the one human we've all ever seen,
If you passed, that is... Or if you failed to save, it's 33 radiant and 33 necrotic.
both?
Mm-hmm.
Oh wait. Oh.
So 66 total. If you failed.
So much damage.
If you passed, it is 33 total damage. But
I don't have a lot of hit points left.
Okay, so ooh, I had 58 health, and I took 66 damage.
you are down. Oh no. He didn't get a turn. It's okay. You'll be fine.
Can
I've
I-
never played a warlock, and the one time I play a warlock, I'm down before it's even my turn.
Could
This
I
warlock's have a
hellish
lot of
rebuke
strength.
that?
You
The thing is,
you
I have
could hellish
spells
rebuke
that
that.
are reaction.
I would love to hellish rebuke that.
You know what,
Hellish
Ulrich, for
rebuke it.
roleplay purposes, roll me just a random d20 roll.
But if I could have, I would have used counterspell, but it's not a spell, so I couldn't use
Roll me a d20 just randomly. Just real quick, Ulrich.
Funsies.
Uh-oh.
Oh, Lord.
My man's about to have, like, he loses an arm.
protect myself from that attack?
It's a flat 16.
Okay.
I don't know what I was rolling for.
Okay. L, that shield only works if it's a direct, like if it's to hit your armor class. Ulrich, you feel yourself about to fall, and you feel the hands of your patron touch the side of your head. Not yet. And you are up with 1 hit point.
Yes.
Draco, you see her. You see a woman who looks very angelic, except for the cut-off horns on her head that have been cut away, and what look like holy wings, but there's something off about them, so the feathers are a little disheveled. You only see her for an instant as Ulrich falls to a knee and stands back up with 1 hit point.
Because if it only happens for an instant, I probably don't have time. Although I'd love to. Is it enough time to have like gotten a divine sense? Like if I used one of those slots, would it give me a sense of like the nature of this creature? Okay. So I think as I'm turning around, like it explodes, I'm realizing I'm sort of able to move out of the way. I'm turning to see what's happened to the rest of the group, and I think it's just in time to see this thing show up, and I'm like, something's wrong, kind of reach into like my internal sense there, and what do I get?
This creature, whatever she may be, this is the first time in your life you have ever felt something that feels like both a fiend and a celestial at the same time.
She's different.
She's not like the other patrons.
Can be your angel and your devil.
It's not like the other girls.
I have to give her a Valley Girl accent now.
That on top of everything else that's going on with Draco, there's a lot. There's just confusion. This fight has been so much confusion so far, and this just adds to it.
So with that attack, I will say that that is this creature's equivalent of a breath weapon. He has to roll a 6 to get it back. Not a 5 or 6. He has to roll a 6. Because it does 10d12 damage.
That's so much damage.
But that's why I made it have to roll a 6 to get it back. And it does not do anything for the rest of its turn, except its eyes move past the rest of the party, and L, you feel every single one of its eyes just looking at you. And it's going to use its bonus action.
Oh boy.
To...
Okay, alright, well, you know.
Move a little closer to you guys. Wait, hold on, let me move this guy.
Hey, ready? Hey, buddy.
It's just going to move right there.
Well, you gotta move like that. Why didn't he just stay where he was?
And it's just going to look like straight down at you, every eye. And now that it's close enough to you, Elle, you can see this thing is made of water and shadow, yes, but inside there are eyes from different sentient beings. You can see like dragonborn eyes, elven eyes, tiefling eye, like eyes from every species in this thing. Some you don't even recognize, but you can tell they look like they have at one point had a soul behind them. And every single one of these eyes turns and looks at you, and you hear in your mind, "We know you."
Can we tell that it's looking at L?
If you want to make a perception check.
That's when I like
In the heat of combat.
Like,
My half-sister's turn.
Let's see, come on. Very nice. No, that's a 5 on the die. Draco thinks this is casual. It's like, okay, yeah, he just does
There's a lot
that.
going on.
He moves around like that. I get it.
I feel like
He's eyeballing all of us.
I feel like Draco is not really worried about that because he just saw his little buddy almost completely go down, and he's like, "Oh."
I rolled a 15 for perception.
You notice.
I got a 24.
Ooh.
So
Wait, yeah, no, I did not roll a dexterity save for
yeah,
Draco.
because or for Brutus, because he was in
Brutus,
range.
sorry.
Oh no.
What's your dexterity save, buddy? Oh, it's not that good. Come on, man. Okay, all right.
I will say, if he hits 0 hit points, he's not just dead. He will have to make death saves. And can be healed.
Yeah, he failed
So that's,
for that explosion.
So that's 66 damage.
The problem is that's more than double his hit points.
Is it? What's a Wyrmling's max HP?
32.
Oh my god. I won.
So I just watched Brutus get evaporated.
Brutus is... No, he falls in front of you, Draco. And his eyes look at you for a moment before the light leaves them. And you feel...
Wait, was that a
That's
spell?
worse.
No, this is the same thing that we all.
It's the same thing that
just a second
you
ago.
guys got
I
hit
forgot
for.
that I didn't do my dex save for Brutus.
Yeah, but as you know, Brutus's soul is still in there, but on your turn he will come back, but he will not remember anything, and he will basically be a new creature.
Yeah.
Haven't even
Oh.
gone. You're gonna.
It's session 2.
I know.
Okay.
I'm
Right.
sorry!
You're not.
Listen, get to level 15, and he'll be a young dragon, and then I will...
And then you can evaporate him as a young dragon.
Well, then he'll probably kick the crap out of most of my monsters. Just not the bosses. Alright, so... Anyway. To answer your
Was it a
question...
yes?
To answer your question, yes, you can, Ulrich.
All right.
So what's your question, Wendy?
I was gonna say, and was it a yes on the hellish rebuke?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna roll that 3d10. You have to do
Yes.
a dex saving throw for me.
That's a nat 1, so he fails.
Heck yeah! All right, so
Let's go.
you made my jacket dirty. Do not.
And you killed my best friend. Both equally important things at this moment. I understand.
Okay, 15.
15 damage? Okay.
Flames are all around him. Yes, all that good. Flames.
And one of its eyes that looks like a tiefling just turns and looks at you. Alright. And with that, it is... It's Wandy's turn.
He. First, we're going to just kind of hover a bit out of this water with my winged boots because there are nasty creatures in there, and there was worms on my leg. That's nasty. So he's not gonna fly off, but he's not gonna stay submerged in the water.
His pants are like greenish black from the knee down.
Oh,
Worst nightmare.
Oh, holy
it's like
weapon
the fish
phase.
tank from Finding Nemo.
Nice. Okay, we're going to actually just attack this little guy. Right. So, so we've got to protect our human buddy. I don't have anything to heal you, but we're just gonna kick the heck out of this guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, 27 to hit.
That hits?
That's what we like to see.
I think I moved him further than I went. That's fine. Oh. That one is 7 damage, and I'm gonna kick him again.
Okay.
Oh no, that one's only 12.
That's their AC. So you hit him.
Heck yeah!
These little guys are not very tough.
Let's go, boy.
So, and 11 damage.
You kick his head off,
Fetch me their souls.
and from out of his neck crawls a big centipede that goes into the water.
Ugh.
Ugh. Don't like that.
Jacob, the holy weapon fades. As I could not roll a
I was gonna ask
33.
about that. Hey,
with
it was good for
forecast?
that turn. It was good with
Yeah.
that turn.
It helped. All right, and
Buddy.
anything else, Wandy?
That's all I got.
Okay.
And you're like, don't touch the human.
Alrighty, and now it is all the little depraved ones' turns. 5, 10,
Oh,
15,
goodness.
20, 25, 30. Okay, this guy can't get there. This guy can't get to Aaron.
And I kick him, sir.
We can go over here.
And I kick him, sir. Have yourself a good kicking, why don't you? Away, you foul creature.
So some of them can't even get to you guys.
That should be your
Good.
backup character if Draco dies.
Yeah, just like that British adventurer that happened to be down
We're
here.
down here in the chasm looking for strange creatures.
So you guys are infantry as well, are you? Good, very well met.
That's a 6 to hit Ulrich for the first attack. I know that doesn't hit. The second one, 14. I know that does not hit either.
No.
Okay, good. Because you have one hit.
A man's stuck in blows now. He's seen death one too many times.
And then one of the one guy goes. That's going to be a 19 to hit Draco.
No.
Your shield in front. So the little dudes didn't get to do anything on their turn then.
Good.
So, Ulrich.
Yay, it's finally my turn.
Fetch me their
When
souls.
you roll a 4.
Alright, so what I want to do is move my character using Misty Step
Okay.
right here.
Okay.
I'm gonna reach out and touch Brutus. And just very, like, you know, with as much conviction, like, I almost died, but, like, I'm back, I'm still here, I'm still alive for a reason. And so I'm like, my lady, look down upon me, and bless the work of my hands. Rise, Brutus, and now you cast Revivify on him.
The light returns to Brutus's eyes, and he just looks up at you, Draco, and goes, "Oh, I'm still here, dude. Thought I was gone.
Thought you were gone too.
Yes.
Thought you were going to tell me to kill everybody here. That's the first thing we're gonna do.
He
And
just
then we'll
turns and looks
talk.
at you, and he just goes, "Did Bacon Boy save me?
Yeah.
I love you, Bacon
Yeah, he
Boy."
did. I'm a bacon boy
Well,
too.
he out loud says, "I love you, Bacon Boy," with his external voice, which is much more gravelly.
Love you too, Brutus. Oh, that hurt.
As Ulrich is sitting there with just his body covered in burns and like necrosis.
And then I have to roll a what save for that first?
Well, yeah, a con save.
Yeah, because I think that's all I can do. I that and I use Revivify.
Mm-hmm. Throw me a con save.
I don't trust BB. Whatever. Woo! 17.
You pass.
Wait, so that means Brutus is back with 1 HP, right?
Mm-hmm.
Great.
And if he goes down, he won't be insta-killed at least. Okay, I love how I did 1 hit point above, 2 hit points above double his HP.
Right,
If I
yeah,
done 3
literally.
damage
I was
less,
like,
if I done 3 damage less, he wouldn't have instantly died.
I think he dies. Then I looked and I was like, oh no, he dies.
Okay, back to the top of the order with the Juggernauts. And first one is just going to take both his swings
Oh,
at
sure, no,
Draco.
yeah.
That's a natural 1, so I'm going to roll to hit. He swings to hit Draco and takes the head off of the little guy next to him. Because you rolled a nat 1 and then a nat 20 so to hit. So, and his second actual attack against you is going to be a dirty 20.
That's a tie, so he hits me.
Okay. Yeah, D12. That's 2, 4 plus. That is going to be 10 bludgeoning damage to you, Draco.
Okay.
The only other one
Nice.
left is going to just swing at Helia. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, colloquial displacement. So,
No, because I got hit by the thing. If I take damage, what'd you get?
well, I rolled for the second attack and it didn't hit, but the first attack was a natural 20.
Well, it's not anymore because I have a guardian emblem. So
Get fucked.
So it just hits.
Atropa lives on.
So it just hits now.
What's this campaign rated?
R.
Okay.
Yeah, normal hit.
Okay. Why is it not working? Okay, the chat bot, whatever. I'll get music going in a second. It just stopped.
It's like, I'm done.
Oh, no,
Nope,
I need to.
literally just.
That's how strong Healy is. She canceled the attack and the music.
And the
Music.
music.
So-
Oh, no bards.
We got the guys in the burritos.
Why is it?
Oh, I forgot that there was a quote.
Hold on.
I showered right before this, so my hair is doing all kinds of things.
Listen, as somebody with straight hair that does nothing, I'm a little bit
Fuck you,
jealous.
Fuck you.
No, it's not good. When my hair does nothing, it's really bad. I look like really bad.
Okay, whatever. I'll fix it
At
later.
least yours is like, oh, there's life and there's joy with my hair. When mine's just, it's just like straight in my face, like the worst kind of anime protagonist.
Oh, why did I do that? Okay. Sorry about that, guys. We are still going, though. So, it's going... This guy's going to swing... Well, he hits Celia anyway, even though it's not an at 20.
Yeah. Just not double.
That's 8 plus 6. That is 14 bludgeoning.
Okay.
Bonk!
We're getting so real smacked around here, gang. But you know what? I still have faith in us.
And that
Draco
is
definitely
The
looks like he's
solo
seen better
healer
days.
is stressed.
Well, I got a little bit. I'm
That's
not a
fair,
lot.
that's fair. Paladin.
But I might lay on hands.
All right, and that is going to be the end of their turn. And now it is Draco's.
Don't you know who I am? The Juggernaut. Okay, alright, so what I'm going to do, after a lot of deliberation, think just to be safe, I'm going to use my action to remove my curse.
Okay.
I'm just going to cast it at 3rd level, remove curse, and then I'm going to... I think I'm going to... I don't think I can use my lay on hand pool as a bonus action.
No, you cannot.
I didn't think I could. So what I would like to do... Can I move my guy? I, for some reason, cannot move my minis.
Okay, I will move them for you. Where do you want to move him to?
I want to phase step right here. And then...
To where?
they
Sorry,
get
I
to...
missed that. Where was it?
Oh, no problem at all. Right in here. Hold on. Right there.
Okay. You are there.
And great. So everybody within 5 feet of me needs to make a wisdom saving throw.
Everyone
unless
within
they're-
5 feet of you?
Yeah, unless they're immune to being charmed. If they're immune to being charmed, it doesn't matter.
Nah. So all 3 of those guys, okay.
Looking to be the DC 16.
2 little guys fail. Big guy passes.
Okay, great. Sweet. So yeah, they're gonna be charmed by my autumnal presence, my beautiful face elf, and they're gonna decide they really don't want to fight us anymore. I think I'm just gonna like just appear there, and then just like the leaves that sort of like float off as I appear, sort of like land on their form, and I think they sort of also take on this like very nice autumnal orange. And I imagine in my head that the big guy just sort of like blows the leaf away, and it doesn't land on him.
She goes, it's that scene in Return of the King where Gimli's walking through the valley of the dead. He's like blowing everything away from him.
Tintin.
Calls of the
Except
Sweet,
instead,
but yeah, they won't deal damage to me or my companions for a minute.
oh. Well, howdy do.
Unless they're damaged. If they're damaged, obviously, then it's game over. But yeah, they look all orange and autumny, and they kind of smell like cinnamon and death now.
Cinnamon and death, my favorite smell.
My favorite candle. Literally just got that scent.
Okay, is that your turn?
Yes, it is. For Brutus, I think Brutus is going to curl up into a ball and try his best to disappear from sight. I
Give
think
me
any
a
movement
stealth
on
check
his part.
for Brutus.
Sweet. Come on, Brutus.
He's like, I'm
Let's
out of
see.
here, man.
He's like, listen, I can't take another one of those. Since he doesn't have that, I guess it's just like he doesn't have that as a skill, so I guess I'll just roll him a
He
dexterity.
could take the dodge action.
Um,
Mm.
Then attacks against
I always forget that's an option.
yeah, that's true. Can a wormling take the dodge action?
Yeah.
Anyone can take the dodge action. It's
Okay,
just
sweet.
rogues get bonus action dodge.
That's what he's gonna do then. He'll just kind of take the dodge action and try and stay, Muhammad Ali, float like a butterfly. We're gonna hold off on the stinging like a bee for a second though.
Okay. And I can't get the music bot working, so just play your own music, I guess, in the background until I can fix it at the break. And I'll also fix it.
The in-person groove is like, is he thinking he's singing his own theme music?
Jack Black just shows up. My loneliness is
It's
killing me.
killing me.
Peaches.
Peaches. My niece was singing that song non-stop when that movie came out. She loves Mario and Sonic, and she was just like, Peaches, and I'm like, alright, so with that, it is now Ulrich, it's Helia.
I wanted to do some big damage, but I have had big damage dealt to me, so that's not the vibe.
Felt that, yeah.
I am going to drink my potion of superior healing. First
we
off,
go
because you do bonus action, right?
Yeah.
Drink.
Nice.
To drink yourself is a bonus action. To feed to someone else is an action.
Alright, 26.
Because they're unconscious and you gotta go.
Wake up.
Alright.
You gotta
Right.
give your
That-
dog a pill, like.
Yeah. And then for my action, I am going to use Mass Cure Wounds, which can be 1, 2, 3, 6. Is anyone doing like somewhat alright, or is everyone pretty roughed up?
I'm at a little less than half.
Brutus
I'm
and I
at-
are one.
In here.
I'm doing pretty rough.
I'm doing okay.
Every time
It's gonna be one of those things where Wendy's the last person standing. There's like just a couple of enemies that are barely still up, and it's just Wendy's. Everybody else is face down, and the like bile slowly sinking into the mud.
Yeah.
On that.
You just have to like run around the battlefield, like throwing attacks back, like you did in Skyrim when your companion went down, and you
Yeah.
didn't do like a strength build.
Then, let's see, because I could do it. Everyone,
There's the music bot.
either I can skip one person and include Brutus, or I could do everyone but Brutus. I can't do 7. Okay.
I think I'll
Yeah. Okay.
I don't think
So everyone but Juan G gets
Because Pondi was the only one out of range of the first big attack.
Yeah.
gets 19 healing.
Nice.
Oh,
You
I
see like
am
little motes of like almost like dust in sunlight just like spread out from Helia and kind of just hit everyone for a little bit of healing.
I'm 30 feet in the air. I don't know what the range on Master is.
I think that's fine.
That's fine.
It's 60
It's
feet.
60 feet, yeah.
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 It's a lot of feet.
Yes. And that is all of my things.
All of your things.
All of my
Okay.
things. I
Then
didn't
it
heal
is
myself.
now Aaron and L.
How do you feel, Aaron? Do you want to go first? For this?
Actually, before you guys go,
No,
You
you
just-
already said it. No takes, he's back.
you see all the
Yeah.
small guys drop dead.
I don't love that.
We won.
And you see
Yeah.
the big boss, draining their essence as it fills him, and he.
Almost you, buddy. I say to the one right in front of me as he
is that a
disappears.
spell?
Technically, no. He does have. There will be spellcasters with spells soon, I promise.
There will
be things-
campaign. It's like, is this a spell? Technically, no.
You can ask Jake and Storm. I like to throw big spellcaster boys that are like just normal dudes with spell magic as bosses too.
I played a wizard, and I did get to counterspell a bunch.
Yes.
So he grows
And
in.
the thing is, I have counterspell, but I haven't been able to use it because no one's used an actual spell.
So the creature.
Counter one
It
of
was
our
like
spells.
the first combat we've been in, so considering I've never been able to use counterspell is a little bit like misleading.
Well, I almost died, so benchmark.
This one did die, to be fair, and you brought him back, so thank you.
And that is 2 of his legendary actions. He grows inside, which means all of his normal attacks will do an extra d6 damage.
That's okay.
No,
No, that's all right.
No.
That's okay. Yeah, we're good.
And
Thank
he's
you.
going to
Doug.
regain not a lot of hit points.
No.
Have we hit him yet? I think the best thing that I've done so far is he hit my armor and got cold.
I'm about
I
to
was-
focus fire on him. So
Please do it. I was going to focus fire, and then I got scorched. So
Well, so now it's Aaron and L.
Okay.
So we're good now?
Yeah, L. I'm just gonna make some attacks on him. So on the big boy. So okay. Okay. I will make some attacks. I don't know how hard this thing's gonna be to hit, so I will not take sharpshooter yet. So first one to hit is gonna be a 15.
Misses.
Alrighty. I will use my bonus action to use my Arcane Archer feature to redirect that. And once I find it, come on, where'd it go? Sorry, I'm trying to find the ability. There we go. Curving shot. Make a bonus action to re-roll the attack roll against a different target within 60 feet.
Okay.
So the arrow, it moves out of the way, and then the arrow literally just... Aaron whistles, almost like Yondu in Guardians of the Galaxy. It's
Yes.
this weirdly echoing whistle, and as the pitch increases, the arrow arcs around, and I will re-roll that attack against the one next to... actually, the one next to Helio. I will protect the cleric. So re-roll that. 30 to hit.
That definitely hits.
Cool. I will save my sneak attack for the big boy on this round. So that guy is just going to take. That is 11 points of regular damage plus 7 points of lightning damage, 18 total.
Okay.
And I will make my second attack against the big guy. 19 on the die. That'll do it.
Will it?
32 to hit, Cole.
Yeah, it is.
Armor class is up 50, you know?
I don't know what to tell you. Sorry, I'm getting way too amped up right now. I have drank too
So you
much.
guys know its armor class is higher than 15, but lower than 32.
32, yeah.
Somewhere in that range
Somewhere
is what we're aiming for.
Somewhere from 15 to Brutus's max HP.
So I will
Which we
also
found.
use. Cole, quick question: has this thing been making physical attacks, or does it seem it has mostly been doing like AOE and more magical nature attacks?
Mm-hmm. It's been doing a lot of those, yeah.
Okay. I will, in that case, I will use Banishing Arrow, because why not?
Try to banish it.
Yeah, so it needs
banish
to
those
make
big monsters.
a DC 17 Charisma saving throw.
Ooh.
I love a nope spell.
DC 17, you said?
Yes, sir.
Okay, let me pull up its stat block, because it might fail this. Oh, I'm so sorry. I got an 11 on the die, but it's got a +7 to its charisma save.
Well, you know what? Sometimes that's the way it goes. And
Charisma may or may not be its second best stat.
That's fine. It's still going to take extra sneak attack damage because it is adjacent to my allies. So that is going to be not great. A couple of ones in there. My God. 8, 10, 12, 18 points of damage to the big boy.
Okay.
And I will move. I'm going to test this thing's range because I already used my bonus action, so I can't disengage. I will move still 30 feet in the air. I will move. I'll spread things out. I will move. Yeah. I'll move 30 feet this direction.
Okay, you will take an opportunity attack.
Hell yeah!
So 17 plus 9, 26. I know that hits.
Just hits.
So it's going to whap you with a tentacle.
Well, yeah, I should have used the other one.
I've been wanting to get away from that thing. Yeah. I was like,
Just
I'm
imagine
right
it
in
like
front
a
of it.
cat. You know what I mean? Just sort of like a paw, just smacking you in the head.
That's 20 necrotic.
That's illegal. You should know that.
20 damage. Yikes. There goes all that healing. It's just
Honestly, thank you
rammed
for it.
up.
Thank you for it, though.
Just gave 19. Rude.
Right? Yeah, honestly, truthfully, yeah. Without the healing,
So
another
this
20 damage
thing-
would have been brutal.
This thing, I will say, deals a lot of damage, but does not have a lot of hit HP. You guys have already, with what little attacks you've done, dealt a number on it.
What's that
And
number?
I'm not telling you.
Out of how many?
What is the percentage you'd say?
How many rat bites does this thing have left? So, that is your turn, Aaron. L.
Okay, so I'm going to cast Magic Missile, 4th level,
Okay. Pew 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 pew.
towards the big bad boy.
Okay.
So anyway, I started blasting.
Literally, he cannot miss
So
these.
that means- yeah, so...
Unless he
that's
casts shield. No, I'm just kidding. He doesn't have shield.
That means I have 3 darts, plus, because it's a 4th level spell, I'm going to get more of those darts, so it means 1, 2, 3 more, so 6.
6 darts.
6 darts.
Yep.
Perfect. So let me roll the damage. So 4 on one of the darts. Can I just give you the total damage?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. 7.
I don't need individual darts.
Yeah.
Is anybody else still thinking about the fact that he said there was a Brutus-sized spider that went underwater?
Yeah, that was terrifying. I thought there was going to be more.
There was also a one
Water,
of
the
those-
centipede?
there was
in the
also
wilderness?
a depraved creature which is about 5 feet tall, sized centipede.
More arms and limbs and eyes than it should have anywhere that they should be.
We are walking on top of the water.
Right.
Thank you.
Don't worry, I work in pest control. I've got this.
Like just like a gray cap, you know?
How much damage, Al?
24.
Just watch what you consider a pest.
Get it.
Just sprays you in the face.
It depends on what kind of are you a case making clothes moth? Because then we might have issues.
No comment.
Keep my business to myself, thank you.
How dare you ask me such personal questions? All right, is that your turn, or you want to use your bonus action or movement?
I have more, so let me try. Who's going next after this?
The big creature.
Okay, so let me try doing this. It's considered a monster, I'm assuming, right?
Sorry, what was that?
I'd consider it a monster.
It's a monster, right?
Technically, it is considered an aberration.
So I can't use Hold Monster on it.
I would allow you to use Hold
I think
Monster.
Hold
yeah.
Monster is
a-
creature.
It's creature. It's not just monstrosities.
Okay, good. So I'm going to then sacrifice 2 of my sorcery points to get my bonus action as an action and use Hold Monster. on the creature and see
That's
if
what I'm
I-
talking about. That's the action economy we came here for.
Wisdom save, correct?
Yeah, wisdom 17.
That's a natural 1. He fails.
Come on, baby. Come on, baby. I'm gonna kill him anyway. So I appreciate him not being able to move.
And then on his turn, he'll get a chance to. At the end of his turn, he will get the chance to pass the save again, but he loses his whole turn. So, at the very least, El just made it unable to do 1 turn.
Well, that's
Is
something.
very good. Yeah,
That's
but, I mean,
amazing.
he did 66 damage to like
Speaking
all of
of,
us.
I am gonna see. I'm still gonna see if he gets his big boom back for the next time he has a turn. That is a. I'm gonna just show you guys.
Don't do this.
That is a 4. He does not.
You suck. Stupid aberration.
I thought that.
Now, a
For
saving throw to see if he breaks free for his next turn. Yeah,
Fail,
that's
fail.
a nat 20. So he loses this turn, but then,
I don't think I can use my guardian thing.
but he lost a whole turn out of it. So now we move on to
Tremendous.
Wande.
Wonder.
We're going to stay where I am and throw some Fist of Unbroken Air at this guy. I need you to give me a strength saving throw.
Auto fails. Oh, no,
it's
we
not
got a
held
nat
anymore.
20 to get rid
yeah,
of it.
Yeah, he's
Ignore
not
me.
held anymore.
I got excited.
18.
Darn it. Nope. Pass that.
El made him lose a turn, which is honestly very helpful for you guys right now.
Truthfully, yeah.
Very rude. Yeah, he blocked that. I'm smacking the air. It's fine.
I like to imagine Wande went, no!
No! Shoot, and then... I guess I'll just throw...
Because Fist of Unbroken Air is basically the same thing as Hold Monster, it's just monk stuff. That was really annoying in that Gith Yankee fight on Honor Mode on Baldur's Gate 3. The one we were in the Astral Plane. Yeah, in Honor Mode, that was annoying. Fist of Unbroken Air.
Is
constantly, like-
is Wendy doing like full kung fu right now?
Yes.
Doing like capoeira spins. and
So when you were throwing kicks,
Oh,
you
yeah,
were getting
yeah.
muck everywhere, and you
That
get it all
capoeira
over.
kick.
You get it. You get muck on L's clothes.
Oh my god.
Okay, I think I'm just gonna have him actually move away from this thing a bit.
Okay.
I just have a bad like what do you do?
Swim away, swim away.
I would not recommend swimming.
Oh.
You will take an opportunity attack.
Okay.
I thought he already used his reaction
Yeah, to turn.
when he was hitting Aaron.
Got a turn.
Yeah.
He's got
It
his
resets.
turn.
Yeah,
I forgot-
not
I
at the
forgot
top of
his-
the round.
I forgot his turn was right after mine.
Yeah. So that
In this
is
economy.
action economy, man. So that's an 18 to hit, Wandy.
That hits me.
Okay.
Sorry.
Disrespectful, truthfully.
Yeah,
One,
jerk.
1 on the die for the first one. 12 on the die for a second. So that's 13. But that's
Wait, was she 5 feet? Oh, was Wende 5
No.
feet within me?
no.
Oh, cool.
So that is 19 bludgeoning. Or, sorry, 19 necrotic.
19 bludgeoning. Okay. Actually, I think because I didn't use my bonus action, I'm just gonna take my potion and then call it good.
Okay.
Just get smacked at, like, yeah, as you're like running, get hit.
You run, you get necrotic tentacle to the face, and you're like,
I would toss one back, honestly.
Opened up a cold one with the boys.
okay. With that, Wandy's turn is over. It is now Ulrich.
Hooray!
Kill it, dude.
So now it's already used its reaction,
Reaction, yeah.
so I can step away because I want to use an action, but I don't want disadvantage for being so close to it because it's like 5 feet within me. like in front of me.
Yeah, you're like underneath. It's like you can actually see it has a kind of a mouth, and the mouth is made of like different kinds of stalactites and stalagmites from like different realms. The teeth are
I'm kind of imagining the gaping dragon from I think Dark Souls. It is
kinda. It's like a squid gaping. Just it's kind of like a gaping dragon, but a squid kind of instead, which is honestly even more gross. The gaping squid.
How are the two other Hulks looking?
Not great. They are both like about to fall over dead.
Let's see. I think with Eldritch Blast I can
You can target different creatures, yeah.
Yeah. So of the two, which one looks worse? The one closest to me, or the one further away?
The one further away has a little bit less, but they look about the same level of hurt.
All right, I'm gonna use 2 on the one in front of me and 1 on the other one.
Okay.
I'll use 2 different rolls for each of them.
Okay.
So that's the first one. That's a miss. I rolled a 5.
Oof.
And for the other one,
about these digital dice hating you.
yeah. All right, the other one is a 16.
16 hits.
All right, and then the third. I think at this level I have 3 Eldritch Blasts.
Mm-hmm. You should, yeah.
For that third one. That's a 3. Like I'm gonna forego using this and just use actual dice in the future.
Brutal. Honestly, brutal. I will say my real dice have not treated me much better so far this session, so beware of that.
I was kind of expecting Draco to just be smiting away, and then he got hit really hard immediately and was like, "Ow!"
You know what? You do what you can.
Good for us.
Yeah, here it says I'm supposed to be putting a... Is that a +8?
Yeah.
Alright, so it's those rolls +8. So...
The only one that'll still hit is the second one.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Would that 13 hit that first one?
You need a 15 to hit them.
Alright, so the only the second one hit. Dang it! Alright, well,
Hey,
let's roll.
Every little bit counts, because I didn't hit him at all, so that's fine.
Alright, that's how much damage that one took.
Which
And I say, smite! And I do that and launch 3 bolts of Eldritch Blast.
How much damage did you do? I don't see it on...
Oh, really? It didn't,
Oh, on D&D, did you roll it on D&D Beyond?
Yeah.
Okay, let me find it then. Let me look. How much damage?
I mean, it's just a flat 7, right?
Yeah.
There's no adding.
I should add your charisma modifier to it.
No,
Oh.
that's only if you take a specific
Oh, right, yeah. So, yeah, 7 damage.
invocation.
Okay.
People end up taking Agonizing Blast because Agonizing Blast.
He just... And then he just turns and... at you. And... Is that your turn, Ulrich?
I mean, I can only use the one spell, can I not? I mean, I moved.
If you
I
have
used the one-
something that says it's a bonus action to do, then you can as a bonus action. I allowed for 2 level spells in a turn as long as one specifically states is a bonus action, which Elle actually did. She used Quicken Spell to able to be cast 2 action spells. One is an action, one is a bonus action. But as a warlock, if you have something that says this is a bonus action...
Oh, I have one thing that's a bonus action.
Mm-hmm.
Healing Light. I can heal one creature within 60 feet of me, spending dice from the pool. Let's see.
I think anyone could use it at this point.
Yeah. How's our cleric, Helia?
I'm like half health, so if someone
Alright,
needs
she's
more
okay.
than that.
How's Draco?
I'm fine.
I don't know.
I'm good.
Far away.
Wendy's the only one that it didn't heal.
How's he doing?
I'm
Who
okay
is?
since I took that potion. I'm okay.
I won't say no to it.
Is he close
What'd
enough?
you
A
someone?
little bit below half.
He's close enough.
All right.
But also, I am planning on staying at range, so you know.
Yeah, I'm okay.
All right.
Maybe healing the frontline Draco.
Yeah. That was my thought as well.
Frontliner boy.
Because I don't trust this thing anymore.
But Draco, this is the first time you see Ulrich.
Oh yeah.
Do you say smite when you do your Eldritch Blast?
I do. I say I hold out my sword and shout smite, and
I
from the sword,
after-
the 3 bolts of Eldritch Blast show up.
Clarifies for Draco, I think, what his initial feelings were about the creature he saw anyway. And now he's just got a more clarified feeling. Can't be too upset. I mean, he did bring Brutus back, so there's a lot going on. There's a lot to take into account here.
All right, so here it says I can at maximum use 3d6 at one time. So
Yep.
I'm gonna have Draco roll those 3d6 to heal Brutus because I don't want to trust this thing. It hates me.
All right, so I'm rolling 2d6.
Yep, 3d6.
Okay, that's a 1, 4, and a 3. So that's what, 7, 8. That's better than nothing.
It's better
I'll take
than
it.
1.
100% better than 1. Okay.
Just a little healing.
He's looking pretty solid fresh at the moment. Brutus looks amazing now.
Dude, I really like Bacon Boy.
Bacon Boy goes nuts, am I right?
He's gonna. I need so much bacon after this.
You and me both, pal.
We still have that pocket bacon. Anyway, we're in a fight. Never mind. Later.
I think that pocket bacon might count as a snack I made for later, which is an actual ability of mine.
All right, is that your turn, Ulrich?
Yeah, that's all I can do.
Okay, it's the Juggernaut's turns. The one.
No, that's okay.
One is gonna keep swinging at Helia with disadvantage.
I ever do.
He misses with a 3 on the die for the first attack. Second attack. Better hope he rolls bad. Okay, good. With disadvantage, he misses because that was a nat 20 and a 7. So he misses the
Nice.
second attack.
Excellent.
Next big boy coming for Draco.
Oh boy.
That's a 17 to hit and
outta
a 19 to hit.
Get out of here.
So they both swing and a miss twice. And then that's their turn. Actually, one is going to bonus action. Give me a dex saving throw, Helia. He's going to reach it. He's going to drop his weapon and reach and try to grapple you.
No.
Swiper, no swiping. Swiper, no swiping.
Also,
Swiper,
Use
no
my dragon deck.
swiping.
I need to clear off my desk so that I
I'm
can
gonna scream
actually
out the window at my
roll.
friend for a second.
That's a 7.
he grabs you and lifts you up off the ground.
I'm
Wait.
already off the ground. I'm 5
Wait.
feet in the air. I don't know what
He
you're talking
grabs you and holds you off the ground.
Does that count as a? Did he attack her AC?
No, that's
no,
a
it was a saving
grapple.
throw.
He tried before, and then that was the saving throw. Missed
What is that
attacks.
sentinel, huh?
I could have.
I love Sentinel, but every time that I've had Sentinel, it's been like this, right? Where it's like, well, next time.
Okay, well, with that, that's their turn. Draco.
Okay, all right.
I'm just grappled, correct?
Yeah, you're just grappled. You're not restrained or anything.
That-
He pulled you up to his mouth, and you see a long tongue, like, hanging down below his, like, huge nose. It's covered in
Tech-
boils and blisters.
Technically, Ulrich, It's just if they make an attack within against a target other than you, they don't have to have hit damage, and they did attack at me twice.
Well, let's see.
That would
But
be.
I think
that would
you're
allow
too
Sentinel-
far away.
No, he's right next to you.
Oh,
Because what I was going to do was use protective wings. When you
Oh.
or another creature you can see within 5 feet is hit by an attack,
Okay.
you can use your reaction
hit
to
by
gain
attack.
In
plus
this-
5
in this
bonus
case-
to your HP.
In this case, that will not work. But if it was Sentinel, I would have
Yes.
allowed it.
I see.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I'm gonna turn to the Juggernaut first, and I'm gonna try and just hit him in the face with this halberd. Does a 28? Does that hit?
Yeah, I think that hits.
Sweet.
I think it might.
Might
Yes.
just scrapes him. Okay, I'm gonna use my 3rd level spell slots here for a Divine Smite, because I can. So let's see, improve Divine Smite to an extra 1d8. So it should be, I'm told, I do. Let me just see, what is that? Divine Smite, I'm gonna do 2d8, so that's 3d8, so it's 48, that'd be 5d8 total, extra, so I'll just roll that up real quick. And these aren't undead or fiends, right? They're
No.
aberrations? Okay. 4 plus...
Actually, no. If you're attacking the
9.
Juggernaut is an undead.
Okay, great. Then that's 12, 14, 19 plus 1d10. That's 19 plus 1. So that'd be 28 damage
Yeah,
against that guy.
You pull back and you hit him
Oh,
right in
yeah.
the side, and you just cleave him in half as his body bursts into radiant light and just dissolves. Nothing comes out of him because he was destroyed with radiant light.
I'd love to swing it through, and as that radiant light evaporates, and just continue this swing as I'm going straight for the big guy in front of me.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to be only I had improved critical. It's a 19 on the die. That's going to be I think that'll hit, right? 19 plus 12.
Once again, you guys know its AC is between a 15 and a 31 at this point.
Okay, so that's just barely. I think I'm going to scrape him with that. So I'm going to use my other 3rd level spell slot to deal 4d8. 8 plus 3, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 plus... Come on. Give me something fun here. 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24 plus 5, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. That'd be 33 damage on the backswing.
Okay. You hit him and you see the radiant light course through his body, and then you can actually see that in the core of this thing is just one massive eyeball with all the others surrounding it. And this eyeball has it's got a slit pupil with tentacles coming out of it.
One giant eyeball, you say?
It's sort of just
Interesting.
I think I
whip
can
that halberd back out of him and I kill you.
I wasn't even
Bruce, you son of a
thinking
bitch.
that.
I pull out my hook shot.
Are you making a reference to something?
Is there a reference there?
That's just a strategy. I don't
You know, for
okay.
the worst boss in one of the greatest games ever made, it is the worst part of the game.
That's gonna be it from me.
That's gonna be it.
That's my turn. And then Brutus is gonna try and make an attack as well. I don't think he can use his breath weapon unless that resets because he died.
It does. He could try
Okay.
to. He could try to fly around and hit both of them. He could do that without. He could do that without.
Yeah, let's see.
He could do
That's
that without
true.
getting an opportunity attack. He can move right here.
Yeah, sweet. So that's what I'm gonna do. Yeah,
Okay.
let's go right there. And they just need to make a dexterity save. It's not a super awful one. It just needs to be a DC 12.
The Juggernaut fails, and the Shadow Horror passes.
Okay. So they're going to take 7, 8, 9, 14, 15, 16. That'll be 16 damage for full, and then 8 for the half.
So
The lightning damage wouldn't hurt Helia, would it?
No, it doesn't. It drops. The guy burns to a crisp as soon as lightning hits him, and Helia is not restrained, and now her white outfit is just covered in, like, grime marks. And then the big guy gets hit with it, but you burn the Juggernaut to a crisp, and from out of him, a bunch of what look like snakes or eels just crawl out of the holes in his body into the water.
Disgusting.
Brutus is just like,
Disgusting.
looks like he really wants to grab one to eat, but restrains himself.
Please stop it. Okay? Kill this thing first.
Hungry.
Kill this guy first. Okay? Kill this guy first, then you can eat.
Great parenting. So, is that your turn, Draco and Brutus?
That's it.
Actually, I think that pocket bacon might count as a treat that is to my chef. If it's been within 8 hours since breakfast, if he eats the bacon, it's 5 temporary hit points.
I don't think it's been 8 hours yet, because y'all just got into the chasm, and y'all went shopping. That was like a couple hours.
I'm going to say that's probably for the best, too, because if he had 5 temporary hit points, they would have gone away when he was evaporated. But
then keep that in mind for after this, because we're not done
little
with this
later.
encounter, boys.
and he has less chance of being
Maybe not more combat, but...
incinerated.
So, at the end of Draco and Brutus' turn, the creature's going to use its last legendary action. And it's going to just turn and look at L. And it's going to do a multi-attack for its last legendary action.
Is it a spell?
Does multi-attack sound like a spell?
Multi-attack. It's just punching in the face. I
Hey,
counterspell
you
it.
got it.
Counterspell!
Hand
I just
back.
punched.
Take that hand back.
Every time.
First one misses, because that's a 4 on the die. There's 3 attacks. Second one is a 26 to hit.
Warding flare.
Okay, so second one is a 20 to hit.
Oh,
Dirty.
okay.
Third one is a 8 to hit, so only one of them hits.
Okay. So it's like a physical attack. I can use a.
You could use shield,
Good.
but what's your AC currently?
15.
If you use shield, that would bring you to 20, and it would still hit, because it would hit your AC, because it got 20. Shield raises your AC by 5.
Can't you use a higher level to do
Yeah, you
more
could.
shield?
Not with shield, no.
Are you sure?
Pretty sure, yeah. It only raises your AC by 5 no matter what level you use it at. Which is why I think it's stupid that in Baldur's Gate 3, when it gives you the reaction to shield, it's like, what level do you want to cast? It's like they all do the same thing.
Yeah, it's just a +5.
Yeah, it's just plus 5.
Sometimes you got to conserve those first levels.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
10. 11 plus.
That's so tragic.
That is 18 blood necrotic damage.
18. Okay.
And as soon as this thing hits you, you for a moment, the voice inside your head just leaves for a second. And then as soon as the creature pulls its tentacle away, it comes back. Make of that what you will. Anyway,
Can you bring this tentacle back, please?
she's just gonna grab the tentacles and just hold it on her head
Take a
forever.
piece of it, yeah, and just like
Hold
wear
up a
like a
minute.
Bluetooth, you know?
Like, oh,
Okay,
write that
and
down.
that's its last legendary action. And now it is Helia.
How's it looking, big boy?
All of its eyes look like they're bleeding. So
Nice.
if that
Okay.
tells you anything.
Yeah, that's good enough. I'm going to kind of shake my wings out after being grappled by that thing. Fly up like just another like, why not 10 feet upward, just to get a little bit more at range, like at eye level of the creature. And then I'm going to raise my hand up to the non-existent sky, and some clouds are going to appear, part, and a ray of sunlight is going to smash down onto this creature. I'm going to cast Dawn. So it needs to make a Constitution saving throw of 18.
That's an at one.
Okay, so it takes 32 radiant damage, I believe.
So as this beam of light hits it, its body shrivels and convulses as every bit of its body burns away, and the massive eyeball is left floating for a second before it just crumples and then explodes. And the eyeball rains everywhere, and then actually, when this happens, the swamp starts to recede and reveal more of like a grassy jungle in the shadow. And the mucky water turns clear, and you see all these shadow creatures that were dying are fleeing. It's still dark, it's still the chasm, but you guys killed something that was corrupting this area.
Yes.
You guys
Let's go.
You slew one of the 12 overlords of the chasm.
Yeah, let's go.
12?
That one was so easy, though. Honestly, we only died like once.
Light work.
And with that,
Like, no reaction.
combat encounter over, and we are going to take a break. But first, you know what? I'm going to roll a d20 to see how generous I'm going to be with you guys for what you get after that. That's a nat 20, so you know what? We're going to you guys can level up twice.
Twice! Lisan al-Gaib!
I was gonna just
guys.
you guys can level up twice. I rolled a nat. I was like, if I get anything but a nat 20, they just get one level up. I have it in my notes. If they get anything but nat 20, one level up. And then I rolled a nat 20, and I'm like, well, I gotta keep my word.
You gotta do what you gotta do, but you know what that means about Brutus.
Brutus grows into a young bronze
Jesus.
Ew.
dragon. He only gets one attack per action. Still, I had to nerf it a little bit for this subclass, but he gets one attack or breath weapon.
All right, here we go.
He gets an attack or breath weapon on his turn, but his movement speed is the same, and so is his HP and AC. So much better. So basically,
fighter level or a rogue level.
but we can do all that on the break. So we're going to take a break here, everybody, and when we get back, it's roleplay time.
Yeah.
Yay!
Yay.
We'll see you guys after the break. welcome back, everybody.
Yeah.
We have returned after leveling up. Everyone's level 15 now. So, for roleplay reasons, Draco, you feel yourself getting a little bit stronger, and you look down at Brutus as his wings grow to twice the size. He slams his claws down as his legs grow 3 times the size, and his body grows, and his neck stretches out, and he's like, bro, dude, I'm bigger!
Bro, you're huge, dude.
Sweet! Whoa, you're so small, dude.
I just go hug his neck, and there's a little bit of a tear welling up as I did just
He's
watch him.
Wow,
die.
I'm really glad that my soul didn't just die right before this happened.
This was really close. Okay, we got really close.
Where's Bacon Boy? And he runs very quickly because he doesn't realize how fast he is now up to Ulrich. Stops like an inch from his face. He goes, and out loud he goes, "I love you, Bacon Man," and gives him a big wet dragon kiss. And dragons have cat tongues in my head canon because dragons are basically cats. Let's be real. The way they perch and act, and he's like, "I love you, Bacon Man," and then runs back to Draco.
I give him a quick little chin scratch. I love you too, Brutus.
And he runs
You're the
back.
best.
How does Ulrich look?
I am a goddamn wreck.
I'm gonna walk over as Brutus comes back. I think I'm just gonna give Brutus a look and then just gesture for him to stay kind of behind me as I walk up to Ulrich. I'm just gonna sort of clap a hand on your shoulder. I am gonna give you, I think all 65. It's 75 now. Can you use 75 health?
I was at 20. Let me just adjust my.
Yeah, 75 would be helpful for him.
Yeah.
Cool. I'm gonna give you my. So I think you just sort of feel this it feels like you're standing in front of a fireplace on a really cold day. Is the way that it feels, and it smells like cinnamon, like somebody's cooking a big pot of apple cider. As you are healed for 75 hit points, and you sort of catch that crisp autumn breeze just a little bit across your face. But I'm gonna look you in the eyes. I think for the first time, kind of seriously, the brow sort of furrows. Yeah.
I was gonna say, I was gonna try to heal you back. I'm just trying to look it up real quick.
These bros.
Just a bro moment. It's a predator handshake, you know.
Let's see. Here we go. Healing light.
We're just laying on hands over here. Don't worry about us.
Just dapping each other up, you know.
All right. I tap you. I put a hand behind you too, because I think we're gonna have a bro moment. You just healed me. I heal you for 12.
For 12, I appreciate it. Oh no, hold on. Okay, I'm gonna look at you, and my brow sort of furrows. So you said you were a paladin, right?
I am.
No.
No.
What were you? Who came and rescued you?
My lady Ashley.
Who is that?
One I swore my oath to.
You didn't swear an oath. Who is that?
She's my lady. She's the one who gave me my abilities to protect the weak, to heal those who have been hurt, and smite the wicked. I am her paladin. Her
You're not
lady.
a paladin. Okay, that's what I don't know what you are, but you're not a paladin. So, how did you meet your lady?
Oh, well, been so long, but I think I was a young boy, and growing up a human, it is a very lonely existence. Just, I can't remember the last time I've seen another human, and so in the village I was raised in, just I was always alone, just surviving off the land and trying to play with the kids until their parents said that they didn't want their kids to be seen with it. And one day, a rabbit came out of the forest and attacked the kids. And they were younger than me, and although they were a little bigger and taller than I am, they were still children. So I picked up a large stick and prayed to whatever God was listening to give me strength, and I felt this celestial energy bless me. As I hit the wolf, I broke its jaw and it ran into the woods, and that's how I met my way. So
Interesting.
yeah, that's how it happened. And then we had a talk. I swore to protect the weak and heal those who have been hurt and smite the wicked. And she asked me to kneel, knighted me, and made me her champion, her paladin.
Can I ask a question? Would I have recognized Eldritch Blast as such when I saw it, or would I just recognize it as some sort of ranged magic?
I will let you give a not preemptive, retroactive perception, insight check, actually.
Okay.
Ooh.
And does it seem like Ulrich's being pretty genuine with everything he's saying?
Yeah. It seems like he doesn't seem like he's lying or even trying to stretch the truth. From his perspective, that is 100% what happened.
I think so. My passive insight's 15 because I don't think that in that moment I would have made like an active insight check.
So with a
So what would I-
passive of 15, you would have definitely, when he cast Eldritch Blood, when he cast his smite, it was a gold bolt with a hint of red throughout of it, instead of like a typical one. So it definitely looked more radiant than a normal Eldritch Blast, but it definitely had a hint of fiendish power to it, along with the Celestial.
Okay, so it just fits in with everything that I've been clocking so far with
Some
this creature
weird
sort of being.
fiend celestial hybrid is doing something.
Okay.
Aaron, I think, would walk up. He's like running beeswax over the bowstring. He goes, is it really just a matter of semantics? It seemed like both of you swore an oath. It just seems like the oaths you've sworn have, I guess, different natures.
Yeah, maybe. I'm gonna put that this halberd sort of just strap it back to the back of my armor, and I'm just going to I think it's a short whistle, and the shield that's been sort of floating around just sort of finds a resting spot on my back as well. Yeah. Listen, oaths look different for everybody. Just useful to know. What we're dealing with.
Yeah, I think if he's using it for the right reasons, it shouldn't matter where the power's coming from.
Right. Yeah, totally. Thank you for you saved Brutus's life. So for that I owe you.
You're my friend, and he's my friend. I'm going to do my best to keep my friends alive. It's nice having friends. And then I turn around and start walking away, and since everything's all grass and sort of brought back, I start putting my backpack down to start cooking.
You find there's a little island nearby, and as you're trying to put stuff down, you guys see a light coming closer to you, and it just looks like a lantern.
A lantern, you say?
Moth.
What?
Oh, before the light gets too close, Aaron's gonna go over to Wandy, And
Look, we all have to do that whenever we say his name.
it feels weird to say it any other way.
Wendy.
Cast prestidigitation and clean all of the muck off
Bless, 'cause-
Wendy's clothes.
Right before you cast that, he was definitely mumbling, No, we gotta turn around right now. We gotta turn around right now. Nope, we gotta turn around. Clothes are dirty.
Gotta go. Important things.
You do that, he'll just be like,
I am very focused for multiple reasons on the lamp while they're all doing this.
Before the lamp gets closer, Elle, you hear in your head, "Oh, I'm so glad we weren't separated for long, darling. It's so empty without you."
She listens to the voice and she asks, "What was that creature?"
Something very powerful and very frightening. Let's say there's 12 creatures here, each fighting each other for control, and you killed one. Congratulations.
Wonderful. And how was it able to block you out completely? That was the first time in forever I didn't hear your annoying voice.
Give me a persuasion. Actually, no, give me an intimidation check there.
Just straight sass.
Love the sass.
The first time you shut up, dude, and I said crazy 9 times.
It's like talking with the emperor in your head after a while. It's like, I don't
No, that's
care what you
crazy.
have to say. I wish you would just stop.
Yeah, how many that's crazies is it gonna take before you stop talking to me?
Yeah.
Dude, that's so
crazy, man.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy. Wild, man. That's wild.
You said persuasion?
Or intimidation because you're being a little sassy.
Okay. Let's do it.
A little sassy.
Not fair persuasion. Can I do that?
Sure, why not?
It's persuasive sassiness.
Yeah. 23.
23? The voice stays quiet for a second, and then you, instead of hearing in your head, you feel a voice talk in your ear, even though you know nothing's there. Because he was the weakest of us.
How does that mean?
Doesn't elaborate. And the voice actually doesn't lead. You can still feel its presence. It says nothing.
He just goes, "Great," and walks towards the group.
This
I think as you're walking over, Draco, who's sort of like turned around. I was going back to Brutus, but as he turned to walk back, the others, lightning. Nice choice. Very classy.
Brutus just stretches his wings out, and he's like, "Oh man, being this big is a little. Why do we need to stretch everything?" And he's just like stretching like a cat.
Is Helios still covered in mud?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I have not. I've been.
I'll prestidigitate Helia as well,
Thank you.
and anyone else who wants it.
Yeah. Seems a little
I was
bit
fine,
absent-minded
since
as
it's
I am kind of focused on Lantern slowly walking towards
Yeah.
us.
I'll knock an arrow. Just keep an eye on the. Can
Yeah.
I make out what might be carrying?
Yeah.
this thing?
It looks to just be a man. Weirdly,
Can I use,
Just a man.
weirdly
Sorry.
a human man with
I-
silver hair.
I was gonna say I'm gonna use divine
old
sense
man.
as he start to get closer.
Targaryen.
You use divine sense.
Yeah, just as he's getting closer, I think it's just sort of instinct at this point.
I'm gonna just message you privately on that.
Hey.
Share
See,
with-
Draco just takes off in a dead sprint the other way.
Oh, away from them?
Yeah, right. Yeah,
No, hold on. Let me tell you what it is.
Hey!
Yeah. Like, well, that can't be good.
like Benny in the beginning of the Mummy.
Yeah.
You see a man as he gets closer. He's a young, human-looking man, and he has, and he's got a little cage in his hand, and the cage has 7 little birds in it, 7 little gold birds.
Dang it.
And he walks up, and he's just walking up, and he just holds up. He's like, "Oh, hello. There's not many
Hi.
travelers down here. Are you the one who killed Leviathan. Oh, that's the big one.
I guess. Who are you? Hi. Holds out hands to shake.
He puts his little on a tree branch. He puts it down and he just shakes his hand, and he's just like, oh, you can, well, you can just call me Barry.
Oh, nice to meet you, Barry. I'm Helia.
Nice to meet you. He looks at her.
What are you doing down here?
This guy's sitting here with that shocked face.
It is. Draco's just aghast, just
I'm
like
vibing.
staring.
He looks at you, Draco, and in your mind you hear, "Not now, later."
You like the jaw just visibly like closes.
Brutus is like, and Brutus does the same thing. He just walks over and he just goes, "You all look like you need somewhere to rest that's not surrounded by," and he just picks up a snake with water. These.
Oh my
And he just
please.
throws it. He's like,
That'd be nice.
I am something of a wizard myself. I could help guide you. I have a little, it's a safe space for people who aren't meant to be here. Keeps them from getting corrupted.
That'd be wonderful.
If you don't mind me asking, who are you that has a safe space?
Well, it's not
You
necessarily.
yourself said travelers are rare.
It's not exactly mine. I've been stuck down here for a long time, and some of my friends have too, and we just decided to make this little safe haven. We're all spellcasters or of some kind. We just have been keeping to ourselves and waiting for someone to come to come down and help.
Could I possibly make either an Arcana or a History check to, if I recall any lore or stories about mages who were like banished to the chasm? I do not trust this man.
You can give me either a history or insight.
I'll do history because it's
Yeah.
better.
Healy is prone to wanting to trust people, but she still does have a pretty good sense of who is trustworthy if she can see if this is a good vibe check or not.
Yeah, what'd you get, Jake?
15.
I'll message you as well.
Secrets. I know the secrets.
It's all good friends.
But
I have a theory.
can I vibe check the man?
Sure.
Vibe check. That's insight is 19, passive is 20.
You see, he's definitely telling the truth that he's been stuck here a long time and that he is got a little safe haven. The only thing you're unsure if he's lying about, and you are unsure, you can't tell, is if his name is really Barry.
Interesting. Well, I mean, they don't like giving me their names anyway, so it's lower on the priority list for me.
Yeah. Then he just looks at Rolly and he goes, "You all seem like quite the powerful bunch." And he walks up to Brutus and pets him, and Brutus just goes, "Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god." Like, to Draco, "Dude, he's touching me!"
I know. It's okay.
Okay, it's cool. Be cool.
And then he just looks over and he looks over at Elle, and Ulrich goes, there's something, he goes, "Pardon me," and he makes a glyph up here, and it kind of, I might have some information for you, my dear, on, and he just taps you on the head with his knuckles, that little thing in your noggin. And
Wait, was she the one that creature was staring at?
mm-hmm.
I don't think any of us noticed that though.
I
Right?
did.
Ulrich
I
did.
did.
Ulrich
Oh,
and
you
Yulia
did.
Oh, okay, great.
And then he
Ulrich
looks over at
actually did.
Ulrich and he just
I
goes,
didn't need to talk to her.
he looks over at Ulrich and he's, "You have an aura of the celestial about you. Welcome. We've needed a bit of that touch for a while." And then he turns around and looks at Wendy and he goes, "I'd recognize that brooch. I know the organization you're from. Make fine glasses."
The finest, yes.
A bit the organization makes a bit simple though, don't you think?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. No, I have graduated, and I'm way yeah. They are behind me.
He smiles.
I have a quick question. What race is he again?
He appears to be human.
Tears.
With silver,
Phrasing.
with very short silver hair, and well, not very short. He's got like chin, like jaw length silver hair, kind of swept back, no facial hair, strong jaw, and piercing blue eyes. He goes, if you like, you can camp here in this, what we call the Swamp of Sorrows, or you could follow
Preferably
me.
not.
We have a little place. It's nothing too fancy, but it will keep you all safe and dry and out of the muck.
That's a good idea.
Sold.
That would be lovely.
Sold.
And
think
he,
that's good.
and he like leans, picks up a spider off of Wendy's shoulder, and also gets rid of the creepy crawlies.
I'm so done, y'all. I'm so done.
Well, it's not far. I simply ask that you follow me and stay close to the light. And you realize now, Helia, looking at his light, it's no normal torch. It is giving off. This is a divine flame, not a sacred flame, a divine flame, which is something that can only be wielded by the most powerful of spellcasters or chosen of gods.
You know, if I had a copper for every time I got led through a mysterious foggy swamp by a strange person with a lantern, I'd have 2 copper, which not a lot. No way that it happened twice.
You've traveled quite a ways, haven't you, young lad?
Here and there, I suppose.
You broke him.
Christian's just like...
Okay. All right.
He's like, oh, and what are all your names?
Draco. I'm Draco. And this is Brutus. It's just Draco and Brutus.
He scritches him on top of those girls and he's like, fitting names. And you, my young elven friend, and he looks at Aaron.
Aaron Kariakin, sir.
That name rings a bell for me. The last name, at least. Huh. He's like, and you, my tiefling friend?
Name's Wendy Warhol. Wendell.
You straight up just... He's like, ah,
Oh my god.
interesting. I've never heard your dulcet tones or your particular method of articulation before.
Yes, well, that's how it's pronounced. So,
Interesting.
it's
And-
what it is.
Helia, we've already been introduced, and... What's your name, lad? What's it, Ulrich?
Can I roll insight?
Sure.
Just because Ulrich has sort of noticed, like, oh, you, I know something about you already, and you, I'm gonna say something you want to hear. I'm gonna say something that tickles your ear, and Ulrich is like,
Go ahead and roll.
that is a 15. I'm gonna add my insight real quick. With the insight, that's a +4, so a 19 insight.
He doesn't appear to be hiding anything. He's being very straightforward from what you can tell. His body is not, you can see his breath is calm and steady. His eye line is just straightforward. There's nothing that would give you the idea that he's lying.
Yeah, but not so much lying, so much as like motive, or like, is he as good as he?
He seems to
Claims.
legitimately want to lead you guys to safety and get you out of the swamp.
Only there was some way we could determine whether his actions seemed good or they were evil.
Then he turns to Elle. He goes, "And your name, Les?"
I'm Minithiel Umbra, but you can call me Elle. And she'll reach to shake his hand.
You shake his hand, and the voice in your mind, you can feel it recoil. from him.
Oh.
Not like disappear like the other one did, like it did with the other one, but it feels afraid.
Okay.
And he,
So she's going
nice to meet
to,
you.
as she's shaking his hand and looking him in his eyes, she's going to try and sense if he has evil energy around him. Would that be insight?
Yeah. Draco's just sitting there like, I have detect good and evil.
Yeah.
But with what I texted you, Draco, he wouldn't even bother.
Yeah. Yeah. Honestly.
What'd you get?
Yeah.
14.
No, you can't really tell what's going on with this guy. He seems very young to be trapped down here when it was only recently that people were being pulled into the chasm from what you could tell. And he said he's been here a long time. She goes, well, shall I take you to my sanctuary then?
That'd be wonderful.
Yeah, that'd be great. Yeah, we'll wherever you're going, we'll follow.
Oh, and also, for those of you who do have deities or other spirits, unless they are fiends, they will not be able to reach you here except in the sanctuary. And that kick in your ear, Draco, it says, unless they are fiends, they shouldn't be able to reach you. And Ulrich, that should... You realize that Ashlyn has never left your side since you've been down here.
Yeah. Because she's a proper celestial lady.
So Barry leads you
Or
guys...
Castalulu.
So Barry leads you guys on, and you see his light is literally these creatures in the swamp are like running away. You even see a few more of the depraved ones who survived the cleansing that are keeping away from you guys. And Brutus is just marching along with you. Oh, what was... And he said, I didn't get your name, lad. You just stared at me for a moment. Back to Ulrich.
Oh, you can just call me whatever you want. Some people call me Hey Kid.
He turns out and looks you in the eyes and he goes, and then just keeps walking. Right. Well, and he leads you guys to a big, what looks like dead oak tree. And dead oak tree, I mean, this tree is about 80 feet wide. And it looks like if it was at its full height, it would be hundreds of feet tall. But it's like rotted.
Does it have a big mustache?
No, it does not. And he places a hand on it, and the illusion disappears, and the tree is fully in its splendor, and it seems to be a normal tree, except it's not a normal tree. Its bark is golden, and its leaves are silver. And it emits a massive bright light whenever he touches it. And you guys are... He opens a door in the tree.
Now, how in the world does something like this grow down here?
With a lot of magic, my dear.
It's wonderful. It's beautiful.
Thought you might think so. Welcome in.
Thank you.
Is the door big enough for Brutus to fit inside, or is he gonna have to wait outside?
It is.
Oh, amazing!
It's a massive tree, like it's a big double door, and he opens it for you. And inside there are not a ton of people, but a few people, some of whom look just like commoners who got taken down here. And there are a few people who look a lot fancier than the others. There's, in particular, a knight wearing extremely, like, fancy plate armor. His face completely covered. There is another wizard with a dragonborn wizard sitting on a staircase. Sorry, not a dragonborn. Sorry, the knight was a dragonborn with golden and scales on his head. And the wizard is a little elf, and he's just kind of leaning back and forth. Like, I don't mean little, he's like 5'3". And then he just goes, please, welcome in to my sanctuary.
Yeah, thank you. This is amazing.
Thank you for your hospitality.
How many
Very kind
people
of
are here? Do you know?
Not many. We saved those we could. Now, I must ask before I take you anywhere else, provide you food, rest. And he looks at you, and Draco looks right at you, and you see this intense glare in his eyes. What is you and all your companions' purpose here, Draco Yavier?
We came down here to find someone.
So the nobles of your world have finally taken notice that things are going amiss, and they send you down to rescue one person.
Naturally. That's where the money is.
I will help you on one condition. You kill the person holding whoever it is, and I'm assuming I know who it is. Kill the person holding them captive. Not defeat, not weaken, kill.
I figured that was going to happen anyway, but deal.
And you bring all these people back up as well.
Are they all stuck down here?
There are no ways out except for those that are open from the outside, and your man Gareth has a key to let you all in, and he's somehow been tracking you.
Did he tell us that we wouldn't be able to get out?
No.
Okay, I didn't think so.
No one told you guys that.
No.
Well.
And worst case, I am forbidden from interfering, but... apologies for the subterfuge. And he opens the canary cage, and as they fly out, he walks into like the big open area in the middle, opens the canary cage, and as all the canaries fly out, they transform into adult gold dragons.
Oh.
Go land on perches above, and then he sprouts 2 platinum wings, spreads his hands, and shines with a bright light.
That's the guy.
Welcome to the sanctuary of Bahamut, travelers.
That's my guy.
I kneel.
Oh.
Rise, Aaron, I do not require that. I have been stuck down here myself for many a millennia.
For the first time, I look at Aaron and I'm like, that was the right response, though. Yeah, you were right that time. That was probably smart.
He maintains his human-like visage, but just with 2 large platinum wings. He just goes, apologies for the subterfuge. I knew who you all were from the second I saw you. I'm well acquainted with Cedras and Lady Ashlyn.
Oh.
And
That's a relief. I was really scared when you just started talking about everything about us with like too much information.
you were right to be wary, but I figured traveling with 2 Fae yourself, you understood to be wary. So some of you give your names very freely.
It's, I mean, it's not like that, but yeah, fair enough.
Just
I mean, I need to be remembered somehow.
oh, for your amazing glasswork, I would hope. And he holds up one that he had apparently pickpocketed from you, one of your fanciest pieces. She goes,
Sir,
it's quite exquisite.
you got your dang fingerprints all over that. I'll tell you what.
Yes, I'm going to buy it.
Okay.
He goes, check your pocket. In your pocket, there's 500 gold that was not there before.
Oh my
Well,
god.
you can pickpocket me anytime.
Just kind of smiles. Now,
Well,
you all are in a unique opportunity to be able to deal with a problem down here. Because the reason I am stuck here is because of the same person who took Little Miss Bliss. His name is Alagos. He was formerly an archdevil, corrupted. Tried to become a god by taking the powers of another. Me.
Oh.
He failed, and we were both banished to the chasm for his actions. Our souls are bound only as long as he draws breath. Am I stuck here? We cannot harm one another.
If we harm
Can't
him,
you-
do we harm you?
You won't kill me. I cannot be killed, but I can be harmed. But do not fear, I will be fine.
Can you track him with this?
Unfortunately, no, but he's not very easy to miss. He's built a large fortress in the center of the chasm.
Of course he has.
Radiates with and he looks at L, bright, vibrant pink aura.
So your hair was before the evil fortress, though, right? I say like turning to L, like the hair was not.
As long as I can remember.
L, are you well?
Can
Problem.
provide foggy.
Question, Minathiel, are you over 4,000 years old?
I don't recall.
Alagos is the one who has cursed you as well. Find him. You remove yourself from your curse, but I warn you, in his presence, it will be near impossible to resist his charms. You will have to fight on. You'll have to use all you have to resist him. It might hurt. It might break your mind, even. But you will still be you.
So do you know his weakness? Since you're so smart.
If a man such as Alagos had a weakness, it would have been exploited long ago. But I will tell you, he's no longer a devil. He's something else entirely. Some new form of deity. The denizens of the Valley of Defilement refer to him as the Night Father.
The night. Oh.
And they are trying to... He's waiting for the roots of his tree. He's taken a piece of the dead world tree and is trying to grow an opposite of it. An evil, a dark Yggdrasil.
So he seems like fun.
If he succeeds, it'll spread out to all of the realms. It could even corrupt the likes of Adan and Odin and Godfrey.
If such
What
a
are the chances of recruiting everyone here to help us take down Night Daddy?
I will be sending people to distract his main forces. And I will be giving you aid in the form of items and abilities. But I cannot magically get you there. You'll have to travel there on your own. And there will be perils to go through, possibly more of the Lords of the Chasm.
Maybe we can borrow a couple dragons. I just
You have one enough, and he looks at Brutus.
if this devil poses such a threat to the realms, why is it not garnered the attention of any of the other gods or powerful beings?
Because he's smart, and he does things just out of notice of the gods. I only know because I'm trapped here with him. I have an inkling, if you will, that he has made a deal with one of the gods to conceal his activities. I don't know which one, but based on previous experiences, it's likely one of the Dark Triad. I put my money on either Caius or Hemnir. But that is all speculation. He somehow avoided the notice of my grandfather, Adam.
This is going to be a massive undertaking.
It is much more than you thought it was, yes. Now,
Well,
there's
Yeah,
nothing stopping you from simply rescuing Miss Bliss and fleeing, but I like to think that you all are better people than that.
We'll do what we can.
I don't want to leave these people.
Seems like the best thing to do.
Never done a thing wrong in our lives.
Apart from smashing,
Listen, I love you.
apart from smashing vases, correct?
I was
It
gonna
was-
ask him
it
if he
was
knows
one. It
what
was one off.
creature it was. That
One time.
Sorry, what
It
was
was
that?
what?
What was that, El?
She's gonna ask the guy what creature it was that we killed before.
That was a creature created by one of the Dark Triad many centuries ago. We called it the Leviathan. It was a creature that could navigate shadow and water, and if released into the mortal plane, could even, if it was able to grow large enough. You killed, let's call it a toddler of the Lords of the Chasm.
Killed a baby. Oh,
Well,
Spot.
So do adult-like creatures exist in this plane as well?
Most of the Lords of the Chasm are still young, and by a toddler, that thing was only 1,000 years old.
And where might one find one of those?
younger than my dad's.
They each own a section of the chasm, and the chasm is an ever-changing, ever-moving realm. But
Yeah, I
Caius
think
is...
we want to find those so we can avoid them, right, El?
Well, but when we-
That's
okay,
exactly why I asked.
But hang on, when we take them out, the place gets better, which is a plus, right? So if we get rid of
Yeah.
them, then the place gets better, which is good. So I think
Right.
we should
Speaking truth,
like look for them.
I like that.
It would
point.
be best if we destroyed all of them.
Well,
That's what I
running a-
think. Yeah, yeah.
Running a gauntlet of destroying 12 creatures of supreme darkness and magic and evil. I don't want us to get in over our heads, I suppose. Believe me, I want to kill these things too, but
You will have to
I mean,
deal
correct me
with
if I'm
one.
wrong, but I figure we're already in over our heads.
I'm with
We
Aaron,
walked in
leave
and
me.
over our heads.
There are
This is
two
not what
that
I signed up for.
bar your path currently to Alagos.
Well,
One,
we gotta kill two anyway. I mean, we might as well clean up the shop, right?
Can you tell us more about them?
one is a child of the Great Wolf. One is the largest and most disgusting arachnid I've ever seen. She feeds on light and eats it herself, draws it in, feeds on life energy.
Okay, that seems tough.
She is the one directly in your path. She is the weaker of the two of them.
Okay,
But for one
she-
of you in particular, looks at Hylia, she is much more of a threat.
Oh, because the moth and spiders.
Wow.
Draco, my boy,
Yeah.
it's very good thing you are so charming and so strong.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Just the ultimate himbo.
Thanks.
Oh, thanks, Dad.
well, that's really kind of you to say.
I appreciate that. Yeah,
Well,
I try. You
Um,
know.
This room we're in, it's like some sort of a large expanse. There's tables, there's sofas. What exactly? Because
So it's just
This
a
whole-
massive. There are other rooms. You're in the base of it, and there's a spiral staircase going up, and you can actually see that there's several different floors placed in different areas. Kind of like how they made Lothlorien look in Fellowship of the Ring esque. So there's
Okay.
lots of different like little
Okay.
towers inside the tree, and he just goes, "Now, there are places for you to rest and recover, and I'll be having chats with most of you, each of you individually, for the course of this resting time. But I'll give you time to eat, talk amongst yourselves, rest, and. But before you go with your friends, Draco, I need a word in private with you and Brutus."
Yeah. Okay. For sure. Yeah, I'll catch up with you guys. Just save me some food, please.
oh, definitely gonna set some food aside for you and Brutus. Does it? He's a big boy.
Brutus just goes, "I need a lot more now.
Yep.
Like, at least 3 times more." he says as he is now 6 times larger than he was before.
Not wrong, at least.
Guess
How
I'll
many-
turn
how many
back
pe-
towards
Yeah, Bahamut.
Baphomet. Yeah, and I think I think that a little bit of the
Very
facade
different
drops
vibes. Baphomet and Bahamut. Very different vibes.
Very. But as I turn back, I think a little bit of the facade will drop as the wounds have taken their toll. I sort of tried to cover up the still sort of like open hole like in his torso and like this like gape in his shoulder up here. And just for a minute, like as the group leaves, I think it just like falls for a minute.
Bahamut catches him and places a hand on his wound, and he uses lay on hands to heal you for 100 hit points.
Incredible.
Just, I think a third of my lay on hands ability should be enough for you.
Just laughs at the ridiculous scope of that power. Yeah. I'm sorry. I didn't. That wasn't the. What's up? What?
You remind me a lot of a couple of my champions of the past. He's coming forward. He just goes, please, and he pulls up 2 silver chairs, and he pulls up a bigger one for like a big dog bed for Brutus. Sit.
Incredible. Can it be like a big like cat tower that he just like
Brutus
climbs up?
and he sits on top, and he's like, "Oh, this is the best." He goes, "So, I understand Kylan Wulfrun has given you a secondary task."
Yeah, that's true.
Sir Kylan and Sir Gideon are good men. They have always served me faithfully, but I have a new order for you. Save
Right.
Ulrich. If he should fall to darkness, save him.
Done. With. Just clarifying question. How are there signs that he will show if he's falling in that direction, or is it sort of a one-off, like he just falls to darkness, or like?
Unfortunately, it has nothing to do. It only has a little to do with Ulrich himself's willpower. It has to do with the Lady Ashlands.
I see.
She is
What is?
She's a unique creature. She was once a fiend who despised. In fact, she was once the child of an archdevil. She's still the child of an archdevil, but she was once a high-ranking devil. Freed herself from the clutches of the hells. Found her way, at first as a mortal, and then Venora, goddess of joy, took her as a champion and raised her up as one of her angels. She is both angel and devil.
I was getting that vibe, and I wasn't really sure what to do with that. And then I saw,
one of a
because
kind.
he has magic, and it's like radiant, but it's not really. There's like something else in there, and I didn't know
Tell
what
me
that
something.
was. Yeah.
What makes a paladin?
I don't know. I suppose just the devotion to an oath, I guess. The unwillingness to waver in a promise.
So does it not make sense that even one who has sworn an oath to a creature who does not give a divine oath, even if it is a warlock pact, does that not still make him a paladin at the heart?
So he is a warlock. Yeah, that could. Yeah, that's. I mean, honestly, I feel like whatever you say at this point kind of goes. I feel like this is you. So,
Draco.
are you saying is he a? Yeah.
I am not the end all be all. I am not truth itself. I do my best to be, but you must use your own judgment in any situation. Do not think what would Bahamut do. Think what would Draco do. Use your own moral compass. I will never abandon you as long as you do what you feel is the right thing. Within reason, of course, but You are a good lad.
Thank you.
When you get back, my champion, Kylan, can learn a lot from you, actually. Learn to relax a little bit, for one thing.
I'm not going to tell him you said that. If you want to tell him you said that, that's fine. But I'll let him come to that conclusion on his own.
He and I will have much to discuss if I'm ever freed from here.
Well, when? Not if, it's when. Right? Because we just gotta take down a wannabe god, right?
He grabs your
That's the
halberd
worst.
and he just... Is this your weapon of choice, or would you prefer something a little bit different?
If I'm being honest, I like the halberd because it, I don't know, it kind of reminds me of home. It's a really long, graceful weapon.
He runs his hand across it and you see a shimmer of platinum light on it. And that'll get an upgrade that you won't know about until after your long rest.
Oh, incredible.
And he hands it back to you and he just goes, also, he tosses a coin your way. It's a little platinum coin. This is one-time use. In your direst need, flip that coin. And let's just say Brutus will be able to do a much better breath weapon. Once.
Noted.
Brutus will get my breath once.
I'm going to put that in like the most secure pocket of like my little satchel that I've got. Thank you. I appreciate it. That feels kind of like I'm underselling what you're doing, but thank you.
You're a good lad, Draco. Your heart's in the right place. You just need to... He taps you on the forehead. Get that head of yours to stop worrying about what other people would do. And do what you think is right.
Yeah, I gotta be honest. I think I'm a little bit off center. Right before we left, I found out that my home is at war. I didn't know that.
If you...
Yeah, sorry.
No, continue.
Just that I haven't been home in a long time, and I don't know what happened. I realize now. I don't know. It's a lot going on. I've lived my life a certain way, and I realize that
the war with the Fae will... I'll make sure you get answers, and you are able to go home if you like once you are done with this task. But for now, rejoin your friends. Go eat, drink, sleep. The mead here is of such that you cannot become hungover, so indulge as much as you like.
You guys really have thought of everything.
And for my sake, please stop overthinking everything in your life.
Listen, there's a couple of things that I overthink, and I think there's a couple of things that I don't think about enough. So I'm going to try and balance those out, see if we can't get the playing field even. I'll let you know how that goes.
Good lad. I'm off to procure things for your friends. They'll have them in the morning. The rest of just go up and enjoy your time with them.
Cool. Thank you.
And he
also
shifts, he goes and scritches Brutus, and then he flies up with his wings up to one of his gold dragons and starts petting its face.
I get it. Brutus, come on. We gotta go eat. Where did they go? I'm gonna glance down around and see if I can't spot where the group is posted up.
So did y'all just go to eat, or did y'all go straight to bed?
I am flitting around, trying to take care of everyone else's needs, so making sure everyone else eats. I am casting, what's it called? Hero's Feast on the food itself, so we will have that in the morning, and just being extremely busy. Potentially suspiciously busy, but, yeah.
So Helia is literally flitting around like a moth. And you're...
Sorry, I forgot I was still muted. Heroes what?
Hero's Feast.
Oh, okay.
That gives
So
you
everyone
very good
gets.
things.
You get. Not too great, but 9 hit points added to your max HP.
Oh yeah. Is that temp or?
No, it's max. So
Ooh.
it's added, and it stays for 24 hours. So it might in D&D Beyond reset after long rest, but it stays until tomorrow night.
Yeah, so even if you guys do a long rest, you'll just add it back afterwards. And
So you add it to the max HP modifier.
yeah. And so you guys have more hit points.
Hooray!
So
Yay.
as you're doing that, Helia, in the center of this tree, you see just the largest glowing orb of light you've ever seen.
Mm-hmm. I'm distracted even from light at the moment.
And in the back of your mind, you hear, excuse me, Helia, where have you been?
Where have you been? I've been down here. You know where I went. Where are you?
I need to know why I couldn't reach you. What's going on?
We're fine. In Chasm. Apparently you guys can't reach down here for the most part. We can't get out either.
For fuck's sake.
But we're with Bahamut at the moment.
With who?
Bahamut. He's very nice.
The god of dragons.
Yes.
And justice.
Yes.
Is he handsome?
Yeah, he's quite cute.
I mean, he pauses. He's like,
He's cute.
damn it, I can't travel then.
Yeah.
You know, if I ever see a light elf, I'm going to slap them for making the chasm such a weird place.
Nix is gonna have a weird time. That's at some point. It's just.
Cedrus just walks up, slaps him, walks away. Nix is like, who are you?
No explanation. No follow up.
So he just goes, right, well, keep safe, please. I can't have my favorite little cleric going and dying.
Yeah, you'll have quite a hard time ruling the Spring Court if I leave. So yeah, I will do my best. We're trying to get out.
You know, and fuck it, you're right. Anyway, well, do be careful, darling.
I will. I promise. Keep everyone else safe too.
I'll do my best.
Do you remember? Did we talk about the war, or did he just flit out and then?
He didn't give you much.
Yeah. Okay. I couldn't remember if we brought it up prior.
Are you gonna ask?
I was thinking about it. We haven't heard something about a war in the Feywild.
Yeah, yes.
That was not happening a couple days ago.
Well, it was happening
I know
about...
time's weird.
Oh, it's been about 200 years for us, but, but... So, you must understand my agitation. For me, it seems like I haven't been able to contact you for 80 years!
I know. Material plane's strange.
Good thing I'm immortal. Anyway, Yavanna and Loki just decided that they wanted to rule everything, so they declared war on all of us, and then me and Summerfey, we decided to stand against them, and the Arch Queen is doing nothing! It's sitting on her butt on her throne, probably eating grapes or something.
So good. Just made it a little bit awkward. One of my friends here is Autumn Court, and he also doesn't know what's going on either. So
Is that the pretty boy?
yeah, the one with the dragon.
Yes.
Yeah. Also confused on what's going on.
Well, now you know, the Archfey of Autumn and Winter are trying to take over everything.
I'll try to get back as soon as I can. I'm sorry.
Well, just so you know, time moves slower in the chasm than it does on Midgard as well.
Okay. I've never been good at the planar time thing. Is that better for you or worse for you? The longer I'm here.
Yeah, worse. But anyway, be careful. And
Okay. Do my best.
let me know how you figure out a way to get out of there, and also tell Muhammad I said hi, and then he just disappears.
Bye, love you!
Pops back in. Love you too. Bye.
Alright.
Where is Aaron in all of this?
Aaron is. I think Aaron went a little away from the group because Aaron took some pretty hefty hits in that fight. I think Aaron has kind of like found probably somewhere slightly away where he'll probably spend his rest, but kind of taking off the half plate, like the sleeve of plate, and then like the other various leather armors that kind of supplement that. And it goes down to the tunic, and it's basically just like bandaging up his, he's received healing and all that, but he's bandaging up his wounds and things like that. Just kind of going through the process of field dressing his wounds.
As you do that, you hear a voice, a kind of meek voice, as you're. Do you need any help with that, sir? And you see looks to be adult elven woman with red hair. She's wearing what looks like a cleric's tunic, a very old cleric's tunic from like thousands of years ago. And she's like, do you need any help with that, sir?
No, my lady. I think the healing I received earlier, I think, did the most of it. This is mostly just going through the process for me. I haven't traveled with someone who can heal like that yet, so I'm not used to wounds going away that quickly.
She looks down. She's like, "Is that why you have these scars?"
I think and I think also like Aaron's probably at this point of dressing wounds like shirtless. In addition to like the lightning bolt scars, he has a lot of other scars on just his like center mass basically, and he just kind of goes like, "Yeah, it's been mostly traveling by myself for a while, so you make do with what you can."
Must be quite the warrior with all these scars. Survived every time.
Barely, but you're only as good as you trained, and I have a pretty good teacher, so.
Must be a mighty warrior in their own right. Well, if you need any healing or anything, or are you the ones going to get us out?
We're certainly going to try. I can't say whether or not we're going to be completely successful, my lady, but we're certainly going to.
I am not a lady. My name is Marina.
Good to know, my lady.
And your name?
He kind of does like a little like shallow, like a little bow. It goes, my name is Erin Kaliakin.
She was. Do you mind terribly if I ask you some questions about how the world has changed?
No, absolutely, go for it. I am, I know history well enough. I think I can probably fill in the gaps as well as anyone.
Are the humans still burning and killing everything up there?
No, can't say they are. There aren't too many humans to be burning and killing at all.
Really?
As far as I can tell. Our human friend that we came here with, one of maybe a handful of humans that I've ever seen.
She looks genuinely shocked by this, and she just goes, and the Dragonborn, they still rule all of Riviera? The kingdom and continent all in one?
Hey, Cole, did the Dragonborn still...
No, it's not, and it's also not one kingdom anymore. It's four now.
That's right. No. No, my lady. The Dragonborn. There's a lot. It's no longer one kingdom. It's four. And
one ruled by a very douchey Leo.
my lady, if you don't mind me asking, do you recall the year that it was when you came down here?
It was the year 56 of the Second Era, which with our calendar, you guys are currently the Third Era, and you are 600 years into it. And every era is 1,000 years long. So she's been down here for about 1,700 years.
My lady, it's been about 1,700 years, I think, since you've come here.
Oh, it's only been 165 years.
Perhaps time moves differently here than it does in the material plane.
Well, perks of being elven, I suppose. My friends and family will still be there, possibly.
Yeah.
Well, I'll take up no more of your time, my lord. And she imitates your bow back to you.
Well, right. If you do have any other questions, you're welcome to ask.
She hesitates for a minute.
Under his breath, my lady.
She stops and then she looks down and she just sits down next to you and starts asking a bunch of questions that we won't roleplay all of them.
Yeah, he sits down, he like pulls his tunic back on, and he's proficient in history. His father was very adamant on it. It's one of those things where like because Aaron is basically like an 18-year-old.
In elf years, yeah.
In elf years, so he it's that situation where like, when am I going to need to know all this history you're teaching me? And now it's like, oh, okay, I get it.
So dang it, you were right.
We'll have fun. Wandy, you see that there are some artisans trying to make things to hold things in. Listen, you gave your character one trait. It's that he makes stuff. And doesn't like to be dirty.
He does not like to be dirty. He's actually walking around looking to see if there's a place he can possibly, like, get his nails done or something.
You don't see anything like that here. You do say
a spa? Is there a spa anywhere?
You do see an extremely, like, gorgeous tiefling woman down here, and she is braiding the hair of some of the children that look like they've been stuck down, some of the elven children. And she's a red tiefling with black hair, and she's just sitting there doing their hair, and she seems to be she's helping them with makeup and stuff. Nothing crazy, but that's all you see really, as far as like getting done up.
Oh, goodness gracious. What's Ellen Helia doing?
Helia's floating around healing people, because Helia's gonna heal you.
I can bother y'all.
Yeah.
Elle, so you just realized, and the name Allagash you were told, you were basically just told that, oh, the source of all of my problems is here and I can deal with it, but also they're going to be pretty hard to resist. Where are you right now? Are you near your friends? Are you...
She was just, enjoying the food and kind of looking at Helia, because she was surprised that someone cared enough to save her from that giant monster before. And Helia was the one who actually did that. So she was kind of trying to build up the courage to come and talk to her. But she kind of saw that she was busy, so she decided to just leave it for now.
Helia,
With Helia's busyness, it is literally, along with like setting up Heroes Feast, it is literally checking in on every single person. So at some point, she would have kind of flitted over to Elle and been like, "Do you
Well,
need anything?" Or
we can do that now. She flips.
yeah,
Here you go.
yeah. Sweetie, did you need anything? Did you get enough food? Anything I could do for you?
No, but thank you. Are you okay?
Yeah, no, I'm fine. What? You do look a bit worried. I mean, I know they told you a lot earlier. Bahamut did.
I just, I wanted to say thank you for saving me back there. No one's ever had my back before.
Oh, honey. Of course. No, I would do it again 1,000,000 times. Absolutely.
Well, you have my protection as well. If ever anything happens to you, I'm here to help.
I appreciate it. We'll keep each other's backs.
That's right.
Mhm.
And then
Yeah.
Elle just kind of takes a drink and starts eating her food again, and smiles back at Helia.
You take care of yourself. If you need anything, just let me know. I will be everywhere around. I'll be coming back around.
Yeah, you take care of yourself as well.
And Elle, for the first time in a long time, you feel a little bit of like happiness being around someone that you like. And there is no feeling of kill them right now.
She kind of sits and says to herself, "Well, that's new." And kind of sighs in relief.
Okay. Ulrich, what's Ulrich doing? Probably cooking?
Yes. There's Ulrich was gonna start cooking, and there's properties to when he cooks, but with the whole Heroes Feast, it's gonna be for like us. So it's like, oh wow, you made food too. Well, there's a lot of people here, and they seem sort of downcast. So
You see Brutus doing like the whole like slow creep that cats do like while pounced ready, and he just leans up and puts his nose next to you like, I'll eat it.
yeah, exactly. I mean, he's gonna require a lot more food, so it's a good thing she did. There's gonna be like leftovers for later. There's like this snack thing that my character does, to where they get temporary hit points if they eat like a snack. But also, I mean, there's other people here that are trapped, and so I'm trying to think of like different, like nostalgia meals to like sort of like revitalize any sort of reinvigorate the spirit of the people here, because I don't know how long they've been here. A long time. Like as a human, we live only so long. That's it. But like to live several lifetimes down here is scary and saddening and depressing. So it's like, hey, this was like a little thing from your part of the world. I remember, and so here you go. Just sort of trying to do that for a lot of people.
And Brutus nuzzles you
And
a
then,
little.
eating Brutus an excess amount of meat.
So, one of the last things... Wendy, do you want to go try to talk to anybody?
He'll go bother somebody, whoever's not doing anything, which...
Right now, the only person not really doing
Elle.
anything is Elle eating food.
And he'll just go sit by Elle and just be like, "Hi, how you doing?"
Oh,
Pick up
as
tea
well
for
as
food.
it can be. How are you?
I'm doing better now. I must say, I'm not too keen on this whole us going fighting all the monsters thing, so kind of trying to figure out why we're doing that.
Exactly would be doing,
No, I guess I don't know.
We are in the shadow of the chasm. Aren't we expected to fight some monsters along the way?
I mean, that wasn't what was particularly asked of us. I don't know what we're getting out of this. You know, we haven't really like struck a deal to be fighting all these monsters.
You're right. So, what are you getting out of this whole situation? Why are you here?
Well, I'm here. Let's just say that maybe my parents might get off my back a little if I can get this one thing taken care of. You know, get the little bliss back home, and the faster I do that, the faster I can get back to my art stuff.
I see. I do love your art. It's
Yeah.
interesting.
Appreciate that.
All right, and
Wow.
I'll just. Are we drinking? Do we have like?
You have drinks. You can have.
I'm like,
You have mead that you cannot get a hangover with. So go nuts.
where did this food come from?
It came from
what
both.
is it?
It came from both Helia and Ulrich, but the mead came from Bahamut. It's also the best tasting mead you've ever had.
Swamp mead.
Suspects. So I will cheers, Wandy, and we'll just take a drink together.
Hey, okay, maybe our last one. All right.
As you sort of cheers, I think Draco just like appearing with two, just like double cheers, and then Drake's like, you know, these don't give hangovers, right? This stuff is like, you just get drunk. Double fists it, and then just walks off in a nameless direction.
Me at
He's
the
an
Ren
interesting
Fair.
guy, isn't he?
That legit me at the Ren Fair.
Same.
Storm looked at me at the last Ren Fair and like, is that bottle already out? And I was like, I bought it like 20 minutes prior.
When I was at the Ren Fair, I filled like about half of this thing with mead.
If Aaron can at some point excuse himself from the conversation, he will kind of wander his way over to Wendy. I
think he says it best.
Wandy.
He's being very picky about all the food right now.
what opera
because he
training
doesn't know
does
what's
to you.
monsters and what's not.
Aaron, I think, like, kind of coming
Not
out of
monster.
the day, I think it's very, it's very apparent, like Aaron's like youthfulness, I guess. Like he really is just a kid now that he's like doesn't have his armor and stuff, and you know he's not in adventure mode. But he kind of like almost pretty like visibly like uncertainly kind of goes up to Wendy and just says you know, just things were really hairy back there, and I just need the whole pot thing, like it really was an accident, and just in case things get I just needed it to make that clear. It really was not intended to happen, and
I see. Well,
and
I appreciate that, Aaron. Listen here. I will be willing to forgive you. On two, there's two things you gotta do here. Okay?
name
The first
name
one
it and I'll
is,
do it if I can.
You buy one of my finest pieces, display it on your wall, right? You know, you walk in the front door and everybody sees it. Okay, make sure you have my name right underneath there. And two, help me convince the rest of the lot that if we're gonna be killing all these dang monsters, we better be getting something out of it.
Based on how fighting what could very well have been the youngest of these creatures, I am a little nervous. I have to admit.
I got a bad feeling. I was not cut out for this kind of thing.
I will, when we get out of here, I will buy your finest piece from you, and when I have my own home and I don't live with my father, I will display it on the mantle with a little display plaque. And
Beautiful.
as far as convincing the others, I'm on your side. I think it would benefit this place for them to be killed, but
Can't be just been doing things for free. Just you can't.
I do most of
Not
the
in
things
this
I do-
economy.
I do most of the things I do for free. But I get your point. Two different angles, same purpose.
Listen, we don't make much as an artist. We have our good moments. They come in seasons, and I'm just
You
saying.
don't make much as a knight in training either. So I get you. I'm there.
Gotta
I'm
do.
right there with you.
Gotta do.
I'll probably not gonna do much to talk to Draco now, but we'll talk tomorrow and make sure we're all on the same page.
As long
Don't
as you
need
guys-
nobody being a hero.
Ethereal voice, as long as y'all have killed the big bad.
But yeah, then Aaron will kind of excuse himself and he's gonna play his flute for a little bit. And
Is it actually a flute?
what else would it be, Cole?
I don't know, some kind of more of an oval shell shape to it.
There's no such
Maybe
thing.
blue, ceramic, maybe.
Does the sound just go doo doo doo? Okay. With that, you all kind of sit and doing your own thing as the night goes on. And that's actually where we're going to end tonight's session. For session 3, we will begin with a little bit more roleplay, and then you guys will head out. You have 2 directions to go. There are 2 ways to get to Alagos's fortress. Through a treacherous mountain pass, or through a forest. That'll be up to the party to decide. And for those of you at home, we will see you guys next time on Shadow of the Chasm.
Dun, dun, dun.